I got gum on my seat. Gum. I can't I can't see the goddamn video. Look at this, dude. Look at my phone. Look what it's doing. Yeah. No, I think it's just mine. Oh, I don't know. Oh shit. No, hers just has the countdown. It's, it's like I got unplugged from the Matrix when I'm looking at my phone, dude. It's straight up like Neo just got out of the fucking pod. I'm Jay. Are we live? I can't see a goddamn thing. I got a couple here saying X Shin. Hey, they're saying you can hear Jay. You know, then we can't hear Mike. There's people saying we can't hear you. Fuck. It's bullshit. Restart. I had to restart my phone because it's all fucked up on the video part of it. I can't even see us. But I hope you guys are doing well and fantastical, even though I can't read your chat, even though I can't see you. I'm always with you. I'll do some angels in the outfield. We're always watching. Mm, I gotta get a better phone. This thing is outlived its usefulness. I love Samsung though; it's my favorite. I can hear you. Can you hear Mike at all? Now, can you hear Mike? Can you hear just hello? Anybody? Can you hear Mike? Oh, people are saying no. Mike got a new computer, so it's kind of like fucked up right now. It's working out the kinks, Harry. No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think I just fixed it. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? You guys should be able to hear me now.
Yeah, there's audio. There's no visual though.
There's no visual?
No, you're not on the screen.
I'm looking at myself.
I'm not. Oh, just I didn't hear you before that.
Okay. All right. We got this, guys. We can do this together. You can see me now, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got to get Jay back in here. Show you guys. We knew this would probably happen. We've been testing this for a half an hour, by the way, and then we tested it for like 3 hours last night. But it just figures when you go live, something would be messed up. We got new setups, and stuff happens, but we're gonna get it there. We're gonna make it cool again, baby. 878. I just got to get Jay in here, and we will be off and running with our panties on, naked in the night. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with us. Sorry for the delays, sincerely. All right, Jay should be joining us any minute now. You guys hear me good? No audio issues? Sweet. Very, very sorry about that. And again, I promise, we did our absolute best. We filmed 2 videos last night. We filmed the commentary last night. We triple, double, whopper checked everything. And then we got on here early and tested everything. I still don't know what happened, but I think it's a case of trying too hard, actually. I think I shouldn't poke things so hard with my finger. I think I should try less hard, and then maybe things will be okay. Then maybe not. Maybe I should just go fuck myself. How the hell are you all doing, though? While we wait for Jay to join us. Tomo's cooking some burgers. Woo! What'd y'all have for dinner tonight? I had a little place called Alfonso's. It's an authentic Mexican place that makes the best nachos you've ever had in your life. Change your life, man. Change your fucking life. Yeah, the image is supposed to be reversed, I think. I think that's just like a feature in Zoom. Don't worry. I look better backwards. You know what I mean? Just look better backwards. It says, Tanif keeps I situk evum. That's what my shirt's supposed to say. It's not backwards. What's your all's fucking problem? Yeah. Kane's drinking some wine. Sounds tasty. Mark ate Cracker Barrel tonight. Oh, man. I fucking hate Cracker Barrel. But that's just because there's 37 of them in here around here. And every time you go out to eat, that's where, like, your family wants to go out to eat. And they're always packed with angry old people. And, your kids want to buy overpriced, shitty toys. Is that really you, Andy? I need a... Hey, text me if that's you. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. I think someone made a fake name. And I don't want them, using such a nice person's name to soil ourselves. To soil themselves. That didn't come out right. Gypsy Warrior says, sorry, I missed the Patreon stream. Here's some cash. Thanks, Gypsy Warrior. We don't deserve it. We're pieces of shit. But the Patreon stream is still up if you want to check it out. Here we go. Moment of truth. Will it work? Huh? Come on. Big money, no whammies. I can see you. I cannot hear you.
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Yes. We have done it. We have made fire.
Now, is there an echo? That's what I'm worried about now, the way I had to switch that up. I hope there's no echo. Please, no echo. Please, no echo. Do it with me, chat. Please, no echo. No echo in the house tonight. No echo in the house tonight.
You catch him, but not me?
Let's see here. I scrolled up a little bit, so. There's not an echo. See?
All right.
You gotta fight the system.
Yay.
You gotta say, fuck you, technology. I can beat you on my worst day.
You know what that was? Me and you've got the right stuff. Oh.
Hey, if you guys notice,
right stuff.
Jay's looking sexual and smooth over there. Got a new camera set up. Got a lot of new things going on. Thanks to the special somebody helping us out with some things. And we really appreciate and love you.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome of them to do that. And not to
Yes.
mention the fact it was great to find a Circuit City warehouse that no one had touched yet. So we raided that motherfucker and we got some good shit.
Yeah.
It might be a little dated, but it's still working for us.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Okay. I said, hey, there's someone in there that says their name's Andy Manichak, right? And, you know, she's nice
Was it?
enough to do something like that. I don't know. I said, text me because I don't believe you.
Andy, you goonie.
I will not have her name sullied. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. That was awesome. That was a really good time. She's
was
a
a real-
freaking
yeah.
sweetheart, man.
Fucking amazing.
And don't forget, Friday night, Sun comes out. You guys are going to want to watch that. We're going to have a live review for it on Friday, too. So, you know, if you get a chance to watch that beforehand, do so, because you're going to love it. It's amazing. John Strunk says, got my Copenhagen ready to go. Got to put it in your fucking chew, man.
Get it on in there, man. And make sure you don't have a spit bucket because only men spit on the floor. Be disrespectful. Be a man.
Yeah. Sean Sheridan says, thoughts on the new Wrong Turn and Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Jeepers Creepers reboots and the new Candyman. Goddamn, Sean. You want to write a fucking book?
Why don't we just fucking stop everything we're doing and go into full-on goddamn detail? No, it's awesome. Like, I think it's cool. We did discuss the Jeepers Creepers, but, you know, technology being what it is, it's gone into the ether. It's no longer available, but we think it was great minus the Victor Salva thing. But I did hear that somebody posted, I think they tagged us on Facebook, that it was sold. Victor Salva sold it.
Yeah, well, that's what the director said on his Twitter. He said he has nothing to do with it, but we just don't know how that happened. So you'd like to know first. But either way, if he's not included in it, then, you know, okay, USA. Candyman looks fucking awesome. The new Wrong Turn, we both love the shit out of it. I think people who are trashing that movie, like, it's okay to say if you didn't like the movie, but if you're like, it didn't have fucking Three Finger in it, and I think it's a piece of shit, and it should get burnt. That's
Where's
dumb.
old butt fuck Big Jim? I need him in my life.
That, you know, they took a series that was probably a one-off. It was, at best, it was probably a one-off, maybe a two-off. They pushed it to 6 goddamn sequels of the same shit. No offense to those other sequels. The second one I liked, a lot of them were bad, but the reboot changed things. They made it different. They took it down a new avenue, and it's just like this, man. When a band comes out with 3 CDs and they're fucking killing it and they're loving it, and they're like, okay, here comes the experimental album. The band's just trying to be better, but a group of people fucking hate it because they want those exact same 3 albums. That same group of people, another album later, would have been like, I'm tired of the same shit, you know?
Well, yeah, but I will not give any kinds of pass to when Kiss came out with their solo albums because of that god-awful Ace Frehley, shock me, make me feel better. You motherfuckers should have stayed a group, okay? I'm not saying that Paul Stanley can't sing and Gene Simmons is okay, but alone, you guys just don't have the Wonder Twin powers. But that, yeah, I get what you're saying because it's the analogy works because I remember when that album came out, when Lick It Up came out and they took their makeup off, and they're like, God damn you, some ugly motherfuckers, put it back out. And people hated that album, but it was a good album. I kind of dug it. But yeah, dude, yeah, that's one thing. You said it could have been a one-off or a two-off. That, like, let's be honest, Wrong Turn was a one-off, and it was like just barely skidding by on the crest marks of Leatherface as a one-off. Wrong Turn 1 was good, but it was that was it. Yeah. And then they come out with all these fucking horrendous I sold my soul to the devil and that's why they're out movies. Like, I don't know. I was like, it was like the Empire Strikes Back for movie studios. It was a dark time for the Republic. They just had to settle for whatever, throw it out there. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Wrong Turn, the original, the new one is fucking great. Yeah. That's high praise, man.
We fucking loved it, dude. We really did. I loved it a lot. I thought it was awesome. And it's got our buddy Damien Maffei in it, who also, a bit of the news that came out this week as well is that, as you said, they're rebooting Silent Night, Deadly Night. Wait a minute. That's the fucking name of it, right? My brain's farting. Garbage Day.
Silent. Yeah, I think that's it.
Silent Night. They're rebooting it again. The same people who are doing Jeepers Creepers. And dude, tell me, and Damon's been talking about on his social stuff too, tell me that Damien Maffei would not be fucking great in that role.
Yeah, I can't remember that movie all the way, to be honest. But I mean, Damien would be good in any. I mean, really, he's got the perfect build and the look for it. I mean, like, you look at, he was old Baghead in Strangers Pray at Night. Like, he did perfectly on that. He was great in the new Wrong Turn. So yeah, I'd be like, yeah, isn't it fucking Santa Claus? Is that what it is? In like a deranged Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Is that the one where the kid watched his mom get eat out by Santa Claus at the
No.
beginning of the movie?
No, that's Better Watch Out. This is
that was fucked up.
Yeah, this is the one where he goes crazy as a Santa Claus killer later in the movie, starts killing everybody, but it was typically the same thing. But yeah, I think he'd be awesome for it. We're going to have him on the show in a little while, so not tonight, but March the 12th, me believes. Drew Harry says, Mike, check your Insta DM, my man. I will, dude. I actually looked for you in there, and I couldn't see you. I'll double check it, though. Kayla Deaton says, I've missed you guys. I disappeared for a while because I had a lot going on, but it's good to be back. Love the Wham fan. We fucking love you, Kayla, and we hope everything's okay.
Hey, Kayla, you weren't missed. We keep tracks on everybody.
Yeah, we
knew where you were. We know.
How do you know what I'm wearing? I want to know what your
I can see your fucking shirt.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So again, sorry for the hiccups. Technically, I still don't know what happened. Probably never will. Probably happen next week too.
It was just the overload of good technology. It wasn't used to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do look good though, man.
Yeah. I wish
Having
you
a
guys
hard
could
time
see
not looking
those
at you now.
figures back there, man. But just where the focus is. But dude, that right back there, if you can see, those are that's just some of them. That's the Marvel Selects.
Yeah, I could tell by the box shape. They got big
Sexy.
boxes, dude.
And dude, look, I never brought that out to Alan McElroy, but right there, that's Spawn, dude. It's Spawn.
You should have said, like, what do you think about this?
And I have a couple more. I should have just been like, pull it, like doing this during the interview, but like, look what I have here, Alan. I'm a huge fan of Spawn.
Logan he said Jay was thinking of Christmas Evil. Yeah, also known as Better Watch Out. Yeah, it's one of those weird two-name movies, you know? Mud Nelson says, yeah!
Woo-wee!
I just scared Thor. He popped up. He's like, what the fuck, bitch? And then went right back down. Oh, man. What do y'all want to talk about first, huh?
Well, let's just talk about whatever we want. Come on.
Steve, man. Hey, did you watch anything since last time we talked?
Dude, honestly, I've been on a major adventure journeying through the corruption of Shinra Inc. as Cloud and his party attempts to stop Sephiroth from ruling the planet. I've been playing Final Fantasy VII a lot, so no, I've not really been watching anything.
I was like, you playing Dungeons and Dragons, man?
No, dude, I'll tell you what I've been watching though. Is I've been watching GameFAQs.com because I'm on that bitch I'm like looking at the goddamn phone, and then when they say go left, but maybe it's flipped on mine because I'm playing on the Xbox version, and it's actually right. I'm like, you son of a bitch! How the fuck do you get paid to write for these GameFAQs? And then I realized like, oh, these are just people that are nice enough to take their time out and write these big long walkthrough strategy guides, and I'm shitting on him. And I'm like, well, nonetheless, don't do something if you can't do it right. Is what my daddy always said.
I don't have the patience for I can't play those fucking games.
Well, yeah, it's really complicated. Like, well, it's not, but if you're not into JRPGs or RPGs in general, you're not gonna like it at all. I
guarantee. As soon as the
it.
screen comes up, it's like press A to talk to this elf. I'm like, why the fuck do I want to talk to an elf? Why can't I shoot it? I want to stab it. I don't have the mental capacity for it. That's the
and
problem.
Then other than that, the only thing I've watched, and I don't know if you guys know about it, I'm like a huge I watch a Critical Role, the Dungeons and Dragons thing. I watch that every Thursday night. Yeah, I do.
It's just the way you said it. It's not dorky to watch, obviously, but it's just the way you said it. You're like, yeah,
I don't have the mental affinity to play the fucking game because I could never. I like doing I would only like to play because you can be like the character. So if you want to be like a dwarf, you'd be like, I come from the Mount Elmore, and I have a big beard, and I have an axe. It's with ye if you so desire. And that's because they get into it. But yeah, I like that shit, dude. They're all voice actors, so they all do a really good job of narration. But dude, I'm not kidding. You can sit there normally it's 4 hours long, but it can go up to 6.
Yeah,
like it's literally live. And dude, you're talking about it's $5 a month. Or it's $5 per person, right? That subscribes to Twitch. One person's $5. Dude, they have like 75,000 people watching.
They're doing well, Jim.
They are doing quite well. They have own studio and their own beer. I like.
Probably their own goddamn ice hockey rink.
No,
too.
they really do. They have like barrel. I think they even have their own Critical Role fucking beer.
Of course they fucking do. I want my own goddamn beer. Nobody will give
us
beer.
We're gonna get Wham beer. When you taste it, it's just gonna taste like mediocre beer, and like it's gonna give you a hangover. That's what our comedy is.
We're just gonna buy Natty Light and then put stickers over the label. Like, hey guys, Wham beer.
That's Natty Light would be a premium beer compared to the shit that we put out. Like they would put the bottom barrel fucking yeast in that.
This shit tastes like hot dog water.
Dude, you remember that beer that I got that one time that was like old expired sewer panties? Like it was just fucking nasty. It would smell and taste just like that. Yeah. And dude, by the way, I thought I was gonna die that night because I got this beer from this gas station, and I mean it smelled like fucking the devil farted and bottled it.
Tonight?
It was just like the No, not tonight. When I was up at your house.
Oh, that shit was nasty.
Dude, I should have sued. I got you. Like, it literally smelled like Beelzebub had come down and shit in it and then bottled it up and then sold it to a gas station. And I drank it because I opened it up and it's like, dude, it was like Austin Powers, like, Cole, what's that smell? Someone's got a sewer open or something. And I started drinking it, not realizing that it was this.
Yeah,
and dude, when it hit my lips and I was like, oh, because you know how I act like when I first taste beer, it's kind of nasty for me. So I always do the weird face. But dude, it tasted like molten, like if you saw a drain and it was coming out of a sewer and you licked it, it was like that. And I was like, shit, dude. Like I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. Dude. I was like, my tongue's gonna fall off. I should have sued him. I mean, dude, it was a brand but it expired. It was just old sour ass beer.
Yeah, you poured it out. He poured it out, and literally, dude, it had little tissue papers in it. Like I think someone just filled toilet water and put the caps back on
that's
it
what
and
it
put it
was.
on the rack, and you drank that shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then when I was opening,
I mean, you didn't like finish it. You had like one sip. I
was like, why did I do that for? Because it was like, again, it was like the Austin Powers, like, it's a bit nutty. It's like, that is shit, Austin. But I kept opening up the different bottles, and they also had this crusty ring around them. And it was labeled, though, on the box that it was still good. I don't know what the fuck happened to that, dude. It was like going to a witch's brew. Like somebody, it was like for like a witch's brew, and they got mixed up and delivered the wrong place. And then Mike was like, you should call him, man, and be like, hey, man, I want my money back. Plus, I want like a fucking gift card to Waffle House.
You could have gotten that. I guarantee they would have sent you something, dude. Yeah, when you accidentally drink toilet water, it's probably not Michelob Ultra's fault. It's probably the gas station's fault. But the gas station's never going to admit it. So you got to go.
Well, dude, but it was that nice one, like the one that had been remodeled, because it was up there where those truckers are, and I thought it was gonna, but it was a nice little gas station. So I walked back there into the beer cooler, and it was like all. God, dude, I really should. I was like, smell this. Does it smell okay? You guys bottled up fucking formaldehyde and sold it to someone.
They would have just thought that you filled your own toilet water with it and came back in there trying to get a free. Be like, get out of here, hobo.
I really, it could have happened because I did pay in change for natural light one time. I didn't have any money. I only had change, and I got a big 40. I literally had no money, and I drove up to the gas station, and I got all the change out of my fucking car, and I got a 40 of natural light. And I was like, I have never felt lower than a piece of camel shit than I did that night when I walked in there, and I put all the fucking. I had like $2, and then I had like a bunch of coins laying out, and I was like, it's just, I gotta have
it. Drew Harry said, look for a DM from Eddie Hardwood. Okay, I'll check for it, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Drew Harry says, by the way, I want to apologize for my immature behavior when I got dropped from the Scorsese movie. Freaking borderline personality disorder. So embarrassing. Hey, man, sometimes you get disappointed in this life. And sometimes you want to say, hey, fucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And then you feel bad. And then you're like, I'm sorry, I have to buy you a pizza Lunchable. And then they're like, I don't like pizza Lunchables. Nobody likes pizza fucking Lunchables. What are you, a 4-year-old? And I'm like, yeah, I am 4 because that happened to me once on a playground.
You know what? It's just like, you got to be like, what's his name from goddamn Varsity Blues. Throw that fucking pig skin. Just do it. Sometimes it's not going to happen all the time you want it. Fuck. What was that fat guy's name? What was his name? Bacon? No, that was the pig.
Yeah, I can't.
He was like, remember, he's like, they were like throwing the bottles on the field. He's like, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Goddamn Kilmer. Shit. Man.
He's like, I just want to thank God. Mox is just one man.
It's like, and then I woke up sad. And everyone's like, oh, he's like, but then I woke up and I was happy because I know we're going to beat Bane Bill by maybe more than 14 points.
Yeah, dude, that movie is so fun. I don't think we've ever done a review for that or a Patreon, like anything for that.
Commentary
that would be
fun. Yeah.
I like Twitter or tweeter. He was
like,
now what in the fuck is that when he's looking down his underwear?
Jason Dyer says, you guys kick butt. You guys' interviews are amazing. Thank you all for the incredible entertainment you give us. Wham Family for Life. Shout out to Emily Fong. Time for whiskey and pizza bites. Boom. I will say those are two good things. Maybe not together. You know what I bought the other day, though, Jason? And thank you very much for the kind words. They have 2 new kinds of tostitos pizza rolls. They have ham and cheese pizza rolls. And the other one was... I can't remember what it was. It was something wild and crazy
cheese
like
and
that.
ham. They were ham and cheese and cheese and ham.
Cheese and ham. But I bought them to try with the girls. I'm not going to tell them what it is, and I'm just like, let's have a taste test. Oh, it's cheeseburger and ham and cheese. And I'm like, let's have. Who knows? They might taste like ass, but they might be good.
The cheeseburger, dude. I'll tell you what. Cheeseburger flavor, anything. My mind was completely changed that day, that glorious day that we got that Domino's and that cheeseburger pizza that was done correct. That's still some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life. That cheeseburger pizza and the taco pizza. What
Yeah,
we were
dude,
doing,
I know.
what we were doing. Oh, we were doing The Exorcist.
Yeah, that was
It
some
was
good
just
shit,
the right.
man.
Yeah, it saved our lives.
You guys are still talking to Andy Matichak in the chat, and I still don't have a text from her saying that it's her. So I really hope that it's not.
I'm
at
sorry,
this point, because I'm gonna
yeah,
feel stupid.
She actually did text me. I'm sorry.
Did she?
She was like, yeah, she
You
did.
fucking liar.
She texted me through the unavailable fucking phone number that I don't have. I was like, it's totally me, Jay.
Well, she has mine because we set up the
I know,
stuff.
I
So
know.
she could text me if it's her, and she's not.
Well,
yet.
she told a friend, and then two friends told me, and then those friends told us.
So
and then
I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's not her. So stop it, fucking stop it, okay? That's not cool. Anyways, now that issue is settled,
Dale says, Mike, I must say, your hair is on point tonight, good sir.
Thanks, honey. I got the tip coming down. You know what I mean? I'm working.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie. The little fucking frou Midu kind of reminded me of Jimmy Champagne a little bit. I'm like, oh, I see.
Yeah, he's a
I
handsome
see.
guy. He's a handsome guy.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
got
I'm
some
not
nice
ashamed
hair,
of that.
dude. He's got some thick ass hair. I just want to run my fingers through it.
Yeah, I would touch his hair.
But
Hey,
not
it's
in a
his
weird
birthday
way.
today. I need to say happy birthday
Oh,
to him.
happy
It's Jimmy
fucking birthday.
Champagne's birthday. I need to fucking go say. I meant to earlier, and I'm a dickhead. I didn't. I got all concerned with myself and my ham and cheese bites like an asshole.
I hope Jimmy Champagne pops that champagne and pops that pussy. Pop that pussy, baby.
Here's your one chance because you're gonna get what is it? Pop champagne to this from the Eminem hit
This
song.
is it. The biggest you're gonna get. Pop champagne to this.
Go to sleep 6 feet deep. That's an Eminem song.
I
But
had to go
anyways.
back because he said my goddamn name. What's
Anyways, so
we're the worst, whitest white rappers I've ever heard in my life. No,
sleep 6 feet deep. Anyways, so I'm going to get naked now. I know that's what you all came here for.
Woo-wee. Had
gonna
some
s-
stinky fucking cheese between the legs. I don't
Gonna-
like.
I'm gonna spread my butt cheeks and get ready. Get ready for the action. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, obviously I'm kidding. Am I? No. Let's talk about movie news.
Let's get it going.
Let's talk about movie news. Ooh, hoo. I have been working on this hairstyle for a while, by the way. Everybody was making fun of me in the Andy Matichak interview because they're like, Mike combed his hair for Andy.
I didn't even notice it. Well, it's the same. I guess we just hang out so much. I never
Yeah.
noticed it because
Yeah.
I mean I could tell when my hair is not doing what I want it to do, and you're like, dude, your hair looks all the same. It looks the same to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I was like, you don't even understand. I comb it and I gel it up. You're not there, and it's
Uh-oh.
not falling correctly.
Oh, there he goes. You froze out on me for a second. Then you came back.
I could. I heard you. Yeah.
Puke and rally. Yeah, no, I've been working on it for a while. My hair's getting longer on top, trying to swoop it over a little bit. Nobody ever noticed. And then everybody started making fun of me, saying, "Hey, you combed your hair for
Hey, Mike,
Andy
you
Matichak."
want to see what mine looks like?
Yeah, show it to me. Give me the goods. You got like that fucking old man tither pup.
No,
on
dude.
the side.
This looks like Murphy right before they fucking kill him. This is actually RoboCop.
It's just because your hat pushed it down though. It's
I
got
know.
it
He's
all
like,
matted and
you may
shit.
not like what you're going to see. I just feel like I took off my helmet.
I didn't have time to fucking take a shower today, so you know how your hair looks better if you don't shower. That's a true thing, by the way. Your hair looks better if you don't shower.
Yeah, well, you know, because if you shower every day, from what I heard, it damages the follicles. That's legit. I mean, that's actually I've heard that it breaks the follicles, it breaks the root.
Yeah, but there's nothing I love more than a good shower. I just didn't end up having. I had a very busy fucking day today trying to fucking get everything. And of course, it was shit anyways. But what can I say? Some said, "Hey, it's one day. I showered yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna shower tonight. Leave me alone."
I knew I smelled butt crack in the air this evening. Like little did I know it was from you.
I like that person said, "I'm the real Andy," and didn't even bother capitalizing the first name. I'm the real Andy. I just don't know how to spell my own name.
Maybe it's the Andy from Child's Play.
Yeah. Hey, if you're not, I'm gonna fucking kick you out. Quit that shit. I will do it. Don't make me do it. I'll fucking do it. All right. Enough of this. Enough. Gypsy War said Slender Man as Joker in the Snyder Cut trailer.
Slender Man as Joker.
That's pretty good, actually.
What did he say?
Someone give us the actual dialogue in there, but I think he said something like, Batman. Fuck. Here, let me Google it real quick. I'll just read it to you.
Because I'll do it. I just don't want to do it wrong. And then people are like, obviously, they don't even care about Snyder Cut. They're just fucking lip service to Zack Snyder's balls.
I just can't remember the exact word for it. Something about.
I can't either. I can't. Thanks, Courtney. Courtney said, nice camera angle. Man, I appreciate that. Me and Mike, this is a long time coming. And I'm sure the battery's gonna die and fuck up everything. Because last night we did a test run of it, and the camera died, and then it was like I was in a small box. It was fucking terrible. This is nice though, Mike. It's a nice big screen. I can see everything. I can see Mike's left nipple twitching in the heat. Everything I've always asked for, and I finally got it.
I know
I'm
we
looking
said
behind Mike for the new releases. I think Ghostbusters is a new one. Night of the Living Dead could be also on my list.
hold up.
Oh, wait a minute. JT Custom says we live in a society where honor is a distant memory.
Where honor is distant memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't
So
that
it's-
right, Batman?
Yeah. Okay. We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Batman? Dude, I swear to God. And actually, that was a pretty good Joker laugh, the way you were laughing. So that could have been like at the very end when the screen goes black.
It was the way with that fancy new camera angle, dude. The way that you turned at the camera and you're like, "Isn't that right, Batman?"
Batman.
That shit made me
Yeah,
fucking
dude, because
laugh.
he got all serious with that shit, too, because he's like,
Yeah.
Batman. Don't you know? That's the new society that we live in.
That was worth the beef. It was worth the squeeze. All right, movie news. You know what? Let's do this. For the remainder of this hour, let's talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. In hour 2, we'll talk about Mortal Kombat. We'll talk about Halloween Kills. In hour 3, we're going to talk about, with you guys, because we need your help on it. We were talking about this last night. The best bathroom scenes in movie history that took place in a bathroom.
Yeah, Mike and I actually recorded a commentary. By the way, Mike's first time watching, or the full first time watching The Warriors. Fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Come out
and
and
we
play.
We talked about the bathroom scenes a little bit, but
Yeah, it's a good time. But we were talking about just fight scenes. Overall, Batman, overall bathroom scenes.
Yeah.
There's a ton. Fuck, comedies and everything.
you know what's weird is when you put me on the spot, I'll forget all about. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
The Snyder Cut, JT Custom says. There was Snyder Cut news today, by the way. It came out. Let me check my Twitter. It came out because I retweeted it because I was talking about. They actually, they're going to release it. They're going to release it all as one 4-hour movie, like they promised they would.
That's awesome.
But, and there's a bunch of people complaining about that. Like, 4 hours is too long to sit through a fucking movie.
Was it goddamn Billy Bob or Varsity Blues?
Give me some fucking pickles. I gotta watch this movie.
I like fucking waffles. Fuck you, coach.
Yeah. I ain't got time. I gotta till the field. Fuck. But Zack Snyder's Justice League will have 6 chapters, even though it'll be released in one installment. It'll have 6 chapters titled as follows. Number 1, Don't Count on It, Batman. Number 2, Age of Heroes. Number 3, Beloved Mother, Beloved Son. I'm imagining this is a huge thing, was what was missing, by the way, in the Whedon fart, that he comes back and he's like, hey, Mom, what's up? I gotta go. Fucking see you later. And Lois is like, oh my God, you're back. You smell weird. And it's like weird. But Beloved Mother, Beloved Son. Number 4, Change Machine. Change Machine. I don't know what that means. Number 5.
They go to a local casino.
Just put you in your fucking cup.
You get your fucking changes out of this fucking thing. You play the slots. You play the slots. Win at the slots.
Number 5, All the King's Horses, which I imagine is everybody fucking teaming up together. You know, that'd be cool. And then number 6 is Something Darker, which I like.
Yeah, dude, I did hear this. Somebody had said, by the way, I do like them splitting up chapters. I hope it's like Inglourious Bastards. Like when the next chapter happens, it goes boom. Like it goes black, and then chapter 2, and it's just just white lettering, and it goes boom.
I would
and then it has the but I heard somewhere that Zack Snyder had said, or maybe Zack Snyder hadn't said it, but somebody had speculated, or it's actually fact that it ends on a cliffhanger, like a very dark cliffhanger, like either Darkseid's coming or something like that, which sucks. I'm glad that we're going to get it. We're going to see Zack Snyder's full vision, but if it does end on a cliffhanger, it's kind of unfortunate because I'm pretty sure that Zack Snyder's not going to come back unless this thing makes a shit ton of money and WB is interested, but they're not. I mean, they're already doing a reboot of Superman, so I'm pretty sure they're going to let the Zack Snyder sales go on into the wind.
Well, maybe. Here's the way I see it. I say they don't want it to. I don't think WB wants it to. But if this comes out and it's fucking raucous and it rocks the shit, man. And then I also think that the WB Superman, and then we also talked about this in the Lost live stream, which I'm still working about.
That's a great, by the way, that's a great show.
The new one? Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Fucking really good.
But if they with the Michael B. Jordan thing or with Black Superman, I think that's going to be an alternate universe Superman. So they could still, if they want to, do Cavill and Snyder Superman. You know?
Well, the problem, it's possible. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying it's medium possible. Not fully well done, but not raw, but just in the middle, right here where it feels good.
Nothing is over.
Medium possible that he comes back, but I think that Warner Brothers is fucking stupid right now anyway. I mean, they're pretty, like, this is pretty much a clear sign to Henry Cavill, like, hey man, we don't care if you tie, a cape around your dick, we're just gonna let it fly in the wind. We don't care that you've been waiting since 2013 to have a sequel. We don't care that you're a super nice guy with great good looks, abs that could break fucking steel, and pecs that I just want to touch. We don't care about any of that stuff, or the fact that you even built your own computer and put it on Instagram where everybody could watch the geekiness and the lovability of you. We're just going to let you continue to hold your dick and goodbye, because he's Zack Snyder's product. Yeah. Everything from Henry Cavill, that's the unfortunate part. I don't know, man. And again, but then again,
Gal Gadot's the only thing that they have to really keep coming forward out of the Snyderverse, I think, if I can think right.
The Snyderverse, I don't know, man. I just feel like he doesn't walk the corporate line enough for them.
Yeah.
So I think that's the problem they have. He's not going to bend the knee and suck dick and he'd be like, oh yeah, Joss Whedon was great. Oh my God, he's so good at everything he does. Yes. He didn't do that. And he's already kind of sort of badmouthed them in the press a little bit. And but here's the thing, Warner Brothers is also a corporate machine and they want to make fucking money. And if this for some, I hope it does, dude. I hope everybody gets HBO Max. I hope it has some of the biggest viewings that any streaming service has ever had on a show. And they're like, holy fuck. You know what? Zack Snyder can make us money. Keep him on board. And you are my number one. And and they start rubbing his shoulders. Zack Snyder, they bring him into the office.
I don't think they wanted to release the Snyder Cut. I think fans
didn't
force them to. And they're like, hey, Zach, do you want to release your movie? And then it came out that they tried to get him to release the unfinished version of the movie. And he basically said, no, fuck you. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to release an unfinished version of a movie that's not put together correctly, that doesn't have the proper special effects on it, so everybody can go, see, we were right. That's why we wanted to release Whedon's cut, because it was better, and we were right. They tried to fuck him after they fuck him. They fucked you in the drive-thru. They tried to go back. They fucked him. They tried to drive back around, circle around the block, come back again. They tried to handle him is what they tried to do. And it's good on him. He said, fuck you, no.
Yeah, it's like somebody fucking you over, then coming back around and be like, by the way, I'm sorry I did that. Yeah. But, it's business.
But also, can you put this into your ass, because I'm about to fuck you again?
Yeah, they're anal beads, and plus they're Twizzler flavored. Look, I don't know, man. I feel like Zack Snyder's honestly just done with Warner Brothers after this. Like, he's dude, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever we've never talked to him, but ever heard on the interviews, just the way that he is. And he seems like he really loves the fans and stuff like that. And he's very thankful and grateful that his vision is finally complete. But I think that as far as like getting in the bed again with Warner Brothers, I think that he just, honestly, you look at it like this, dude. He suffered a tragedy that he did, right? Mm-hmm. And then he goes away, and he's expecting that the corporation that are gonna like keep his vision in mind when they hire a director or whatever to finish the shots. The movie's pretty much done. All they got to do is fucking kind of step in and clean up a little bit. And they literally just change the entire movie and say fuck you, even though because they're like, we got a carbon copy fucking Marvel, and we got to make a lighthearted approach because do you remember that BVS movie? It was divisive. It was too many. We didn't have everybody on board. Guess what? You made a shittier fucking movie with Justice League because none of it fit. That's why people, when they went and see it, they're like, God, how cringy is this fucking movie in certain lines?
Yeah, you try to force a Marvel peg through a DC hole. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It doesn't work, and you can't do it. But I'm still excited, man. We are only 2 fucking weeks from that thing.
I know,
that fucker's
dude,
2 weeks away.
I'm so fucking excited, dude. I can't wait. I could barely contain my panties.
I can't wait
to watch it.
I'm gonna reach out tomorrow and try to get a screener of that bitch, so that maybe we can have an early review for you guys.
No, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna be like, if you want to watch the best, you gotta pay premium, bitch.
they gave us Wonder Woman, so I don't know why the fuck they, And I'm also gonna try to get Zack Snyder on the show. I don't know if that'll happen.
Oh man, if we get Zack Snyder,
working on it.
Ooh, shitholes, fucks.
A girl can dream. A girl can dream. That's all I can say about that.
Like, any chance that me and Mike could be in your next film? We're huge Zack Snyder fans. Can we be like zombies in your next? Can we be in Dawn of the Dead Part 2?
Might as well ask for a fucking hot dog flavored snow cone made of gold.
What if he's like, yeah, you know what? I actually have a perfect part for you two. It's called Get a Job. I'm like, yeah, that's a good one, Zach.
I'm trying to, Zach.
That's a good one, Zach.
Zach probably would let us be somebody who's died in a
He's like, yeah,
scaffolding
yeah, he'd
accident.
be like, yeah, I got a
or
good
something.
job for you. You could bring me my fucking coffee, and it better not be booger flavored.
Jay Diaz says, "Hey, sexy boys, a wonderful surprise as always to catch y'all live while I'm away with the Giggle Bush. I know I'm early, but how sick was that Mortal Kombat trailer? Have a great night, dude. I watched it again
We
tonight
loved it.
because it's a part of the news we're going to be talking about after the first break of the evening, and oh man, it is space you.
Man, especially reading that interview after, watching the trailer, and just the fact that they're really going to extremes to make sure that not only they balance out fan expectations, but, people coming in and being able to follow the film and making a solid structure of a movie, and not just like, we're going to please one camp and not the other camp. And not to mention the fact there's a lot of mention in that article about respect for the characters. I am very confident. It's almost like if Zack Snyder got a hold of Mortal Kombat and he loved the games or something. It's the same kind of feel.
Yeah, there's a butt ton of stuff that
like I understand there's not going to be people that fucking love it, because there's going to be like, where's Noob Saibot, asshole? Where's Noob Saibot? He's the where's Ermac? Where's the rain? Rain wins. Where's the purple rain? Nobody cares about purple rain. But yeah, it's but I think it's gonna be fucking amazing, dude. The only thing I'm kind of like a little bit hesitant about, or not hesitant, but I'm kind of like, I don't know about what I don't know if I would have done that, is when they the Johnny Cage thing. Because that article did not talk or expand on Johnny Cage. I would have asked that question right away.
Yeah, he's not in the movie. I don't think he's in the movie, dude.
Unless he's like, unless they have one of those secret endings, like one of the credits go up.
Like a post. Yeah, that would be pretty smart on their part. Edward Santiago says, bring Henry over to Marvel as Wolverine. Wham Fam for life. Side note, stop watching Converse Godzilla trailers. They give away too much. Yeah, trailers seem to do that a lot these days, dude. What do you think about old Henry Cavill as Wolverine?
I don't like it.
I think he's too nice.
He's not. Well, he could be me. I mean, look at him in Mission Impossible. He was fucking shit up in that bathroom.
But he's reserved mean in that movie. Yeah. He's a quiet. He's not like a loud in your face kind of like.
Henry Cavill. Well, one, he's too big. He's a big dude, and he's actually. I think he's pretty tall. What I want them to do.
He can be big.
But then again, I know that Hugh Jackman was a pretty tall dude. I get it. But the actual Wolverine is like a 5'11" dude, 5'10" guy. He's like a really short shit. But the thing is, that's why people and he's also a stocky fucking guy. And again, I'm not, saying he's not. I mean, Wolverine is an attractive, grizzled kind of man, but Henry Cavill is just a really, like, he's got like I sell pretty watches for Sears, and I also model clothes for Banana Republic. Like he's too pretty. I think if you're gonna bring Henry Cavill into the Marvel universe, one of the best characters he could possibly be, man. And you're gonna be like, that's stupid. That's fucking dumb, Jay. Take your hat back off and show us how stupid you are. It's gonna be Simon Williams Wonder Man. Simon Williams Wonder Man from Avengers. Yes, dude. I think he would be amazing Wonder Man.
Oh, I thought you meant who could play Wolverine. That's why I was confused. I don't know the fuck Wonder Man.
No, I'm saying Henry Cavill could play Wonder Man. He's it's a complicated thing, but I mean, but Simon Williams, he would be a good Simon Williams. As far as who could be a good Wolverine, but who they're gonna settle on, right? They're gonna settle on that dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam, yeah.
I don't like it.
I mean, he looks like. I mean, he's got the look for it. He's got the grizzled kind of attitude. I never watched Sons of Anarchy, but apparently people fucking love it, and he's a badass in it.
Yeah, I don't own a motorcycle. But I will say this. I'm kidding. I know people love that show. I've never watched it.
Joe Maduris, by the way, Henry Cavill is only 6'1". I know, but that's still. I mean, I'm only fucking 6 foot, well, 5'11" maybe, but I'm on a good day at 6 foot, and I'm still thinking that's tall.
I just have a hard time imagining Cavill being like, Wolverine. You know what I mean? Like I think he's a great reserved bad guy, but the over the top, like really chewing the scenery type of acting that Wolverine would be doing when he went like berserker style.
Yeah.
He has the mass and like the body shape. I don't know.
I think he's just too tall. Like, I mean, and I know people are going to keep on saying, well, he's only 6'1". I get that.
How tall is Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman was I think he's like 6'2".
Well, see, then the height doesn't matter.
Well, it does. I mean, because they want a more accurate version. I mean, Marvel's all about accuracy. I mean, you can't.
Jackman's 6'3".
Yeah. So they're going to go more for a realism. I mean, somebody said Carl Urban. I would love Carl Urban as Wolverine, but he's too old. He's getting kind of up there in age. Back in the day, Kurt Russell would have been a fucking badass.
I think they'll go with Wolverine. A no-name dude. I think they'll go with a no-name actor for Wolverine. That's
I feel like
bet.
Yeah, I really feel like the wind is blowing Charlie Hunnam's way. I just feel like it's going to happen.
That could happen. Yeah.
You know
that
what?
could-
And another one that got lost in translation. I would have loved to have seen. I really did. I was looking forward to it when they announced it. Remember when they announced Channing Tater Tots to be Gambit? I kind of was like into that. I was like, yeah, man, I kind of want to see that.
You know who would have been a great fucking Gambit, dude? Would be Timothy Oliphant.
Mm.
I think he
Yeah,
had the
that
fucking-
guy would have rocked it. Yeah, Timothy
Yeah.
Oliphant is, well, he's too big, but I mean, he'd be a good. Well, you got to get somebody that's good looking, but they're not like overly good looking. They got to be like grizzled kind of good looking. Like, I don't want to fuck with that guy, but that guy's got like a Clint Eastwood stare, but he's a handsome dude, a strong fucking jaw. He's the kind of guy that you can curl up beneath a bear blanket and feel safe.
I want a Wolverine that it looks like a dude who could fucking snap any second. Like he could be calm and he could still be talking to you with a deep gruff voice. Yeah, but whatever. But I want some guy that looks like he could fucking snap. And Hugh Jackman had that. Hugh Jackman had that. I mean, he in real life he's like, oh, I'm such a nice fucking guy, mate. I just got some coffee. But in that movie, he managed to have this like caged rage that that he could release. When he got pissed, you could fucking see his face getting pissed. I don't know. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who really has that. Wolverine's a tough one, dude. That's a really tough one. You know who shouldn't fucking play it is the guy that they were rumored is that kid from The Kingsman. Like he's the guy that played Elton John. Whatever, he could be a fine actor.
Oh yeah, that guy. I feel like that guy would be
Come
more
on.
in line with a Doctor Doom. Like,
Yeah.
like he seems like he's got more control over what he's gonna say. Like he looks like he's gonna talk in a measured voice.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Wolverine. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Charlie Hunnam. I really do. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the choice I would make, but at the same time, you got to have someone that's rugged, handsome, that looks like they're fucking mean, but and can be nice at the same time. And I think Charlie Hunnam probably be able to pull it off. Everybody was for a long time. People were saying Tom Hardy, like Tom Hardy. The thing is, whatever they do, it's going to be. I mean, he's still an incredible actor. I mean,
actually, I do think Tom Hardy would be a good Wolverine.
the thing about it is, though, is that it's going to be really hard for whatever they choose because Hugh Jackman is so ingrained in people's memories as Wolverine, and he played the character for like 16 years. I think that's the longest running ever. It's going to be really hard for whatever they bring. I mean, and not to mention the fact that whoever actor they pick, it's going to be like, what? God damn, I thought I was playing. It's like, hey, dude, I'm Wolverine, dude. Fucking geeks, and these guys are taking this shit serious.
Hey, man, let me ask you this. Who do you think's harder to replace? Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man? Not that they're going to, but Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man or Hugh Jackman as Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, 100%.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's too long running. And not to mention the fact that Robert Downey Jr. just came back and said, never say never, like he's going to come back in.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing with Robert Downey Jr. is an Iron Man, you need a quick-witted, sarcastic dude who can pretend he's a billionaire, as he said, philanthropist, playboy. You know who fits that? Almost every fucking successful actor in the world. You know what I mean? A rich, sarcastic,
they should cast Mark Zuckerberg,
playboy. You know what I mean? Like, but what fits Wolverine? Not nearly the same numbers. You know what I mean? Like Leonardo DiCaprio would be a great Iron Man. Like
he would have been a great one.
Tom Cruise.
Timothy Oliphant actually auditioned for it.
Did he really?
And yeah, dude, he was on Conan or Jimmy Fallon or one of the carbon copy shows, but he was on there and he said he went to audition for Iron Man and they went with Robert Downey, but he was totally into the idea of being Robert Downey Jr. or being Tony Stark. And I was like, honestly, he could have pulled that off. Timothy Oliphant could have really pulled off Tony Stark.
I think they made the right choice, but he could have pulled it off. I believe in Timothy. I'm a Timothy Oliphant guy. I understand. Brendan Nick says, long time no see, fellas. Glad to make another live. Glad to see you, fuck biscuit.
How you doing?
Love you. Always have. Jacob Pruitt says, Henry Cavill is Cyclops. Thoughts?
I like
fucking
that.
Spot on.
I like that. I can't really say no to it. I can't really say no to it, but I don't want to say yes because I didn't come up with it first, so now I'm mad at you.
I can see that happening all over your fucking face, dude.
I was like, it's like when you had the right answer and then that fucking brown nose in class raised their hand first, you're like, son of a bitch. Yeah, dude, Henry Cavill as Cyclops would be great. I think that would be phenomenal because, and again, it would actually put more pressure on the studio to give Cyclops his fucking fair due. He's never been expanded on. He's never been given the credit that he's the leader of the X-Men. Yes, he is a snarky asshole, obviously, but whatever. but he's badass too. He's got a great story and a great character arc. Him and the whole Jean Grey thing, so good. And the love triangle with Wolverine.
Yeah.
There's so much more that could have been explored with Cyclops. But I understand when X-Men came out, Wolverine was the popular one. But still, man, and James Marsden was fucking spot on. James
perfect.
Marsden was great as Cyclops.
James Marsden's
Move
underrated
through,
as a
Logan.
whole.
Move through. Yeah, he was so good. Elia and Logan.
Huh?
Stay away from my girl.
Pass through, Logan. Gary Catlett says a lot of people want him to play Captain Britain. I imagine it's talking about Henry Cavill.
Captain Britain would be all right. James Braddock, is that his name? Or not? I know James Braddock is Cinderella Man. Something I can't fucking remember. No, I'm serious. It's something like that though. Captain Britain is he runs Excalibur, like that's the group. And it's basically Britain's version of the Avengers.
Yeah.
It's called Excalibur, and they got some cool. But the thing about Captain Britain's powers, like it's kind of cool, but he's got mystical powers. He can kind of fly. He's got like medium super strength and shit like that and speed. As long as he stays on the British Isles. If that motherfucker takes one step in Russia, I got no powers. Like, it's kind of stupid. I was like, you are fucked. If you take one step off your land, you might as well just be a fucking fat ass golfer trying to fucking take down crime. But then at the same time, I think they might have fixed that. It's been a while since I read Excalibur or Captain Britain, but yeah, I mean, that'd be all right. Henry Cavill is British, so I mean, give it to him.
Clinton Klippenstein says Tom Hardy would be a great Gambit. Shut the fuck up, Clinton. Anyway, so Amanda Grubb says, Mike, is that a picture of the bunny on the wall? Sorry, I know it's a random question. Just curious. P.S. You guys are super amazing, very entertaining. First time watching live. Hey, we got a biscuit girl in here.
Right,
that's what we call them first timers. We call them little biscuit boys, little biscuit girls. That is a bunny rabbit mixed with a playgirl or playboy, because boy is girl. It's backwards, you know. When I spread my butt cheeks for Playgirl magazine, it was on Playgirl magazine because
Is that what they gave you after you did it?
Yeah, that
like,
was actually my award. They're like,
they didn't give you money. They were like, here's a picture of a half bunny.
Yeah, they gave me a turkey sandwich that half eaten and a pack of cigarettes and this.
And a Mentos to shove up your butt.
No, it's the Blink-182 bunny in the middle of a Playboy bunny's face. It's a Blink-182 concert poster is what it is. But thank you for asking, Amanda, and I'm glad you're having a good time. Thank you for joining us here. Speaking of joining us, I have to join my pee with the toilet.
I do too. I think we should both take breaks.
Well, I don't have it set up for that. We got to take turns. You can go first. I can hold mine for a few more minutes. I'm good. Edward Santiago says James Marsden is Johnny Cage. Let's do this, dude. That would fucking work. If he knew karate, though. If he knew karate and he had the body, still.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Honestly, Johnny Cage is really, he's got to be someone flashy. He's got to be somebody that is sexy without telling the secret, but he is sexy. But actually, he does tell the secret. He's a cocky motherfucker.
I'm
Who would
sexy,
that
but
be?
I'm hiding. All right, already.
That's it. You got it right on there. John Leguizamo. I think we've got the winner. No, I don't know, man. Johnny Cage is a hard one to cast because obviously Van Damme back in the day would have been the fucking most amazing Johnny Cage you'd ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But yeah, it's a hard one.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, if Johnny Lawrence wasn't as old, I'd cast Johnny Lawrence as Johnny Cage. Like the guy that plays Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
If he was a little younger.
I'd like to see him get more roles, but go Pete. Damn. God, go Pete.
William Zabaka. Well, I was answering the question because I didn't want to be a rude fuck.
You didn't want to be yourself?
That's you. Don't you dare. Don't you dare project. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Shake it once for me, Jim. You didn't hear me. That's okay. Casey Martinez says Keanu Reeves is Gambit. Fucking. Do you know how much goddamn sense that makes? Do you realize that Keanu Reeves has never played a superhero before? I don't think. Like in the Marvelverse, at least. Keanu Reeves is Gambit? Oh my fuck. You know how awesome that would be? That is genius. That's so much better. I thought my Timothy Oliphant was good. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. And if you needed a really budget Gambit, you could always go with the guy who looks like Timothy Oliphant. He bangs the chick from Black Eyed Peas, Josh Duhamel. Maybe. I don't know. Ryan Reynolds would be a really good fucking Gambit too, if you can get the accent down. She's a great actor. I'm sure he could. Church Jackson says, Jay, where do you have the... Oh, Jay's not here, Church. He went to pee-pee. I don't know if you saw, but he has to relieve his ding-dong in the Toto. Donna says she's mad at Jay. We'll have to revisit that later, Donna. Jacob Pruitt says we are Henry Cavill. Yeah, we talked about that. That was fucking good, dude. Henry Cavill's Cyclops is amazing. All I have stuck in my head, because I know we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat in a few minutes, is the Mortal Kombat song. But it's stuck on that certain part where it's like, Mortal Kombat's here to stay. Mortal Kombat on the way. Mortal Kombat here to stay. You guys remember that part? Did that part even happen? I'm just making up in my head. Shape of the Shadow says, sup, Micah J and the Wham fam. Always a pleasure to be here. Do you guys think Halloween Ends will be delayed till 2023? And can Nikki and I get a shout out from Dr. Chalice? Yes, you can. And I happen to be drinking a Bud Light beverage for you, Shape in the Shadows and Nikki. You know, Shape, I respect you. So I'm going to stay completely away from Nikki because I'm a doctor. And, you know, I don't have anybody to go to the bar and do Boilermakers with tonight. But, you know, one look my way, I can't promise y'all I will try to take her with me, Shape. Now, you can come too. But I get a couple whiskey shots in me. You're going to be screaming, stop it! And it's going to be over with, all right? But let's just you and me hang out. We'll go to a baseball game. We'll have a hot dog. As long as I don't get a call on the old beeper here from Linda telling me I need to be back home by Monday because she's got a date with some asshole. We're separated. In the middle of an old separation. You know. As long as I'm not out with a fine little piece of Miss Grumbridge. You and me. Cubs game. Yeah, because it's in Illinois. Yeah. Anyways. What were you saying? Shape of the Shadows, Nikki. We're going to talk about whether or not we think Halloween Kills will be delayed. But top of the morning to you. My guess is yes. But there is some good news in that corner, which is part of the Halloween Kills news we're going to cover. Yeah, did you guys hear that The Miz said, what did The Miz says he could play? That he said he could be Johnny Cage? I just saw Vanessa says Miz can act. I saw someone say, I think that's what I read today, is that The Miz wanted to play Johnny Cage. And to that I say, fuck you. No way. That guy looks like a douche hole from Texas. And even though they made Johnny Cage a super douchebag in the original movie, he was still likable. I don't think The Miz is likable. I haven't seen that much of him. He just seems like only douche, not with like a happy side. He just seems like pure douche, you know? Mark Dorman says, if you don't care about him being a white guy, thoughts on Iko Uwais from The Raid being Wolverine? He's 5'6", and I'm sure he could rage out. You know, that would be interesting. I don't know specifically who you're talking about. I did love those movies, but I don't remember exactly who that is. But, you know, I don't think it would be that wild to actually cast someone who is Japanese as Wolverine because of all the ties that Wolverine has to him. I mean, Michael Mann, was it Michael Mann's movie where he actually went back to Japan, I believe? There's a lot of tie-ins to Wolverine and that culture. So that would be actually pretty fucking interesting to see. That's one of those things that I think actually would make sense. It's a good point, Mark. Dirk Jason Hall says, all right, to find the answer, pay attention to the comments. What film inspired Mortal Kombat? What film inspired Mortal Kombat? Street Fighter? Probably Street Fighter. Yeah, it's totally Street Fighter. I don't even have to read the contents. If it was Bloodsport. Bloodsport, because Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be Johnny Cage in that movie, so that would make total fucking sense. I didn't look at the comments. I did. I've seen him Scream Queen. I've at least seen the first Raid movie, the original one. That's the one I have seen, and I really enjoyed it. He's Indonesian. Sorry, my bad. He's not Japanese. He's Indonesian. My fault.
Hello from the dark side.
Oh.
I must have killed all the Jedi.
Oh.
Dude, that shit's funny. You gotta watch that video. Where they do parodies.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Bad Movies Lips?
No,
thing?
it's a different guy, but it was funny as fuck. Dude, the name was like Roy is Handsome. And I swear, dude, I thought it was Roy from the Merkins. Because the voice sounded dead on. I'm like, dude,
hey, could
did
be.
you fucking do that?
Could fucking be. Hey, a couple super chaps that reference you before I go take a pee-pee in the toilet. Donna M says, Jay, I'm mad at you. I don't know why. There's no reference. Donna is just mad at you. What'd you do?
Well, I mean, get in line because there's a lot of them.
It's true. And Church Jackson said, Jay, where do you have the animation stills hanging from the Ghostbusters thing that I sent you? And I will be back.
Over that way, but if I turn the camera like that, I'm going to lose this angle, my good sir. But I do have them hanging up, the animation stills. There's some good, it was a good super chat, my good sir. I do have them. I also have I have like a wall. I really wish I could show you guys. I have like a wall of like geekdom. It's insane. there's like, and I try to section them out. Like one wall is like all Ghostbuster shit. It's in one corner. I've got like the Ghostbuster Blu-ray steel cases, and then I've got the album that Diane sent me, and then some other shit. That's my Ghostbuster wall, and I always look back. I just when I walk into the room, like proton packs, and then I have there's another section where just Marvel shit, just a lot of geek shit going on over here. And if you guys could see on the ceiling, there's some posters too. I got really heavy into like fucking, collecting the posters for a second. I don't know what was going on. I was just like, I'm postered out of my mind. I just wanted to buy all the posters, and maybe I'll still do. I mean, I just put them everywhere on the fucking ceiling. But it's just for me. Cool Grayson. He's too cool for school. What a terrible joke. Jay, what is your favorite version of Jason Voorhees? Well, Kane Hodder is amazing. Everybody always quotes, that they always say Kane Hodder. But I can't remember his name. I never can. I don't know why. But the remake, that Jason, man, it was fucking on fire. That guy was great. And I love that story too. The fact that he wasn't necessarily supernatural at all, but he just lived off the land. He was like a goddamn hillman. I don't know what you call him, a survivor, man. And people crossed the line. They came onto my property. I'm gonna kill them. And I like that. And he's got like, and then he's also got like underground tunnels and shit. So it made sense how he seemed to like be everywhere at once, and he could pop up, and yeah, some good shit. Iron Wolf says, do you have any Mondo posters? They do great work. I don't have that. Derek Mears, thank you. Yes, Derek Mears. I don't know why I can't remember that. That Derek Mears, and he seems like a super sweet guy in real life too. I've seen some interviews with him, but Derek Mears, the name, it just sounds like that one kid that's just really good at everything in school, especially the spelling bee, and he fucking like takes the gold every goddamn time, and he wears like oversized Coke bottle glasses, and he's like, well, if you did your homework, you would be on the same page, and you just want to punch him in the fucking face, Derek Mears. That Derek Mears stole the fucking class prize. Anyway. Willie Burke says, Jay, you keen for Resident Evil 8 this year? Yeah, man. At first I wasn't. And because, I kind of was in the same camp that other people were, that Resident Evil had moved so far away from from the initial like game was supposed to be about, the zombie thing, the corrupt organization and Umbrella. I was just kind of, can we get back to that? Can we please? And then, so I was kind of like off, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of good now. But I got to say, man, it looks pretty fucking dope. It really does. It looks really good. And that big ass vampire lady with them big boobies. Oh, damn. I mean, yeah, you can bite me. Suck me real good. Suck me beautiful. You shouldn't say that ever. That's never going to work. Donna says, I like the new angle. Thank you. Yeah. This, like we had said, it does, even though it kind of looks like I opened up the Le Merchant box and Pinhead is waiting in the corner, and I get to do one more live stream before he takes me to hell. It is kind of weird, but I can switch the colors up. But I just like the blue. It feels relaxing. It feels like there's a nice Michelob Ultra thing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go to a bar and the Michelob Ultra sign, I feel comfortable with the blue. Hold on. Jake Biomass says, have you watched, I'm sorry, Jake Biomass, yeah, have you watched Ash versus Evil Dead yet? Thoughts on it? I loved it. Yeah, I did. I had put it off for a while, and I hadn't really journeyed into the Ash versus Evil Dead universe, but then when I watched it, I was like, man, this is fucking great. I was really sad that they'd canceled the season. But I guess according to Bruce Campbell, he's like, the story was told, like, it was a fan service, which it really was. I mean, it's awesome. It's everything. It's badass Ash from Army of Darkness, the boomstick bitch, all that kind of stuff. I loved it. But yeah, it was great, man. I thought everybody was amazing in it, and it was shot really well. And I even like how the episodes were broke down. It kind of reminded me, I don't know if you guys remember, on the original Xbox, Fistful of Boomstick. I think it came out on PlayStation 2 also. That was one of the best Resident Evil games I've ever played, or Evil Dead. Scotty Boy rules. Hey, Jay, feeling blue? Well, the lights always, Scotty Boy. But I know that Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my bed every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. So she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. Anyway, that's from Eurotrip, an underrated film as well. Let me get some super chats here. I think I missed him. Gabriel R. Johnson III, thank you so much. Says, would you think it would be sweet if Christopher Nolan did a TMNT trilogy and give it that Dark Knight trilogy medicine? Honestly, Gabriel, I think that would probably be pretty badass. The thing about the TMNT is that it started out on in a darker tone universe. Like the graphic novels themselves, not the comic books are more of a darker tone. I mean, I think they kill fucking Shredder, like slice him up in the second or third issue. So it's a lot of a darker kind of a story that they lightened up for the theatrical release and the cartoon. But yeah, dude, I think that would be great. I mean, but you still got to have some comedy in there, and I think that Nolan could probably pull that off. But I mean, well, maybe, but definitely having the darker tones and like a more serious approach to the story, that would be really interesting, man. I think it would be a fucking that's a home run, sir. And then there was another one. Nicholas Weirs, thank you so much. He says, "You guys are the Mad Notes. Are you referencing Alice in Wonderland? What does that mean?" But thank you so much. I don't know what that means. Mad Notes just sounds like one of those groups that only perform in Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us at the Excalibur tonight. Give it up for the Mad Notes.
We're a singing troupe.
And then you come out, you're like, we're the Mad Notes.
Ooh,
and they do cover songs of like, Earth Angel. Would you be mine?
Gypsy Warrior says, Jay, have you seen the new Scarecrow design?
No, I did not see the new Scarecrow.
I haven't seen it either, but he didn't fucking ask me, so I don't care that I haven't seen it. I'm glad I haven't seen it. I don't know. I don't want to know if you've seen it either.
Somebody's salty with their titties.
I'm just kidding. Hey, you guys want to talk about Halloween Kills?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I do. Gary Callis says, Mike, you should check out Boss Logic's Mortal Kombat fan art on ArtStation. He's fan casted all the Mortal Kombat characters perfectly. I think I saw something about that, and it actually looks really fucking cool.
Well, I guess you didn't ask me, so fuck you.
I got fucking double
fuck
on
you.
that one. It was right.
No, I mean,
below
it doesn't matter that I play Mortal Kombat the video games, so whatever. Maybe I don't even want to watch it. It's gonna fuck.
Nicholas Weir says $15, little man. Put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, yo.
Oh,
my jungle love,
man. I want to know when Mallrats 2 is coming out.
Oh yeah. Well, I know Clerks 3 is coming out, and I think there's a Mallrats 2. At least there
yeah,
was
I think
a
he
Mallrats
said.
2.
I think he said he was going to go back on. I don't really want to see Chasing Amy 2. Still chasing. Like I don't really like that movie was good by itself, and that's a great like drama comedy movie, and that's enough. But if you make Still Chasing Amy, like no, I don't want that.
Yeah. So all right, Halloween Kills news. This is some interesting stuff here that I touched myself with in the night.
Oh,
when no one's looking at me. Let me see if I can get it pulled up here right. And also, perfect timing to talk about the fact that, see if I can get, oh, there it is. You guys know what this is that I'm looking at right here. This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. This is
like I'm getting ready to watch a fucking American Pie Part 2.
This is the new and improved WeWatchTheMovie.com. A lot of work has gone into this, guys. If you guys use the old website, this one is like 5 times faster.
Oh yeah, wow, it looked nice.
Got a whole bunch of new shit in it. Please go check it out. Make sure there's a place here at the bottom of it where you can see. I don't know. Make sure you guys see the same thing I'm seeing, or if it's not blocked off here. Yeah, it is blocked off. God dang it. There's a place right there. It puts the mail in. It gets the news again. You put your name in there, and we'll send you the news in the mail. Not just that, but if you look at the very toppity top, you guys can sign in here, and you can comment, and we can have discussions on the movie news topics that come up on there. So,
God damn, that's sexy. I like that. Jesus Christo.
Yeah, and you got the Patreon link here. You got the podcast. You got the Wham merch. All sorts of good stuff.
Hey, Mike, when you go on the website, is it free to like view the website?
It's free.
Wow. Have we lost our minds?
We're crazy.
That's not all. You also get free newsletters sent to you via email.
Yeah, and I'll jerk you off. Has the
world gone mad?
I'll jerk you off. It's true. I am the Click Commander says, will you guys ever consider doing Mike versus Jay Friday Night Fights, both y'all's top 10 favorite movies? I saw that in the Facebook, and that's a great fucking idea, man. That we should do that. That'll be fun.
I actually, we've never done that before.
Yeah, that would be a really good time.
I mean,
And-
we might have like argued about it like off stream or off camera, but like, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that for the next one. That's a really good idea. Brandon T says, Mike J, I have to know 2009 Jason versus Rob Zombie, Michael Myers, who you got? That's a great question. I'm going to
Well, it depends on two things, though. You're not talking about the supernatural. You're just talking about full on, like,
Tyler
body.
Mane. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually going to take Michael in that one. And I need to because that might be the only physical version of Michael that could take Jason down. As great as Derek Mears was, as big and as brooding as he was in 2009, I got to go with Michael Myers in that one, Tyler Mane.
Well, I want to say Tyler Mane just because I hope to get him on the show one day with to talk about him. But I think Derek Mears is a big motherfucker, dude. I mean, I'm just talking about the movie versions of him. Jason lives out in the goddamn land, dude. He's not some like a bully ass bitch kid that couldn't take his mom being a stripper and then beats somebody's ass in the woods and then fucking skins animals. You dirty boy! You really kill all them worthless animals. Fucking Jason's a survivor. His mom's head got cut off, and he's been living off the lands and all backer juice for the last 28,000 years.
Michael's mom was a stripper, bro. He's been through some shit. Love hurts.
This motherfucker watched his mom's head get cut off and then lived off the land eating goddamn raw deer and shit.
Yeah,
and
but he
set
didn't
up
have
traps.
He didn't have to deal with William Forsythe fucking as his dad.
And not to
Michelle
mention-
Mabel.
He took down those campers, dude, put them in like sacks of cloth and just fucking beat the shit out of them. And Derek Mears wins that fight. God damn.
That's a good fight. I would like to see that. Hey, that would be a really interesting movie idea if someone literally just said, fuck it, we're going crazy wild with the cannon. We're going to take this specific Michael Myers and pit him up against this specific Jason. That could be the coolest fucking versus movie of all time. Gypsy Warrior says, yo, Slender Man, hit me with your rhythm stick. Loomis and Chalice do the Jay and Silent Bob rap.
What?
Loomis and Chalice do the Jay and Silent Bob rap. So the $15, little man, put that shit in my hand. If that money doesn't show the yo, you do Loomis and I'll do Chalice. So you do the first line as Loomis, I'll do the second line as Chalice.
Okay.
We'll keep going with it.
$15, little man. You put that shit in my hand.
That money doesn't show. Then you owe me. I could use a drink.
Your mom's a hoe. It rhymed at the end. Go fuck yourself. Give me the money.
Gary Catlett says, Jay, what you were saying about TMNT reminded me of the Masks comics that they were dark.
Oh, yeah, you were. I think you were just now. Did you hear that? What he asked about? That's true. He was saying, what would you do if Nolan put a darker spin, like a trilogy, like the Dark Knight treatment for a TMNT?
Christopher Nolan?
Christopher Nolan.
The
Yes.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yes, the Christopher Nolan version. No, yeah, and
I
then
would
yeah,
like
the Mask comic books were dark. I mean, they definitely lightened that up too.
Yeah.
But
I would like to see that. And then Sean Davis says, I ate Wendy's chili and now I'm gassy. What's the cure? Move to the new place. It's now complete, so my pantsless butt will be around more. Hashtag you will be sorry. Hey,
if you got gas, Sean, goddamn, put your pants on and keep that shit hidden in the cave right now.
I shit you not, dude. I almost ordered Wendy's chili yesterday. My daughter wanted a Happy Meal, and I wasn't hungry, so we were going through there, and I was thinking I might give me some Wendy's chili for later. Because the key with Wendy's chili is you gotta get the spice pack hot sauce on the side. Dump that oily fucking shit in there. That makes it good, and it's good for you too. It's healthy. It's like 250 calories. It's like 20 grams of protein in that. You heard it here first. Wendy's chili. It'll make you fart.
I don't know. I don't think that you're dumping that oily shit in there. Like if it's like an oily substance,
It's just
gonna
a
be good for you.
sauce. It's just a hot sauce with some oils in it.
Dude, Wendy's chili make you fart your panties right off. It disintegrates that much you fart. And Sean's over there talking about he's gonna be pantless and he's got the gas. God damn, Sean.
You, man. Oh yeah.
You know what? It's gonna
your
turn
farts
people.
Are going
You know about
straight
that
to your
thing?
own nose.
Return of the Living Dead Part 2 when they opened that canister and that green smoke came out. That's gonna be coming out of your butt. By the way, for treatment for your excess gas, my good sir, you might want to try some Gas X. At least 5 tablets. Put them right in your butt.
It could help you. It could help you. You know what I mean, man? All right. Toasted chili. Let's get into this Halloween Kills news. Sorry for plugging the website, but I'm really proud of it, and I wanted you guys to see it. So
it looks good.
Sure
I like
go
it.
There. But this story comes, so do I. But Halloween Kills news. James Shoot Courtney has offered a little bit of hope that Halloween Ends could still actually shoot this year. Because as we all know, we've been sitting around going, holy shit, they pushed back the other movie. They were supposed to be filming this, you would think, by now, and nobody even knows if they're going to film it by now. So now you're worried that, okay, they pushed Kills back a year. Now they're also going to push Ends back a year so that they don't have to deal with all the COVID bullshit. Mm-hmm. But James Jude Courtney And hopefully we'll be able to get him on the show soon. I really hope so. But he did an interview with Halloween.
By the way, just so we know, JJC would beat Derek Mears and Tyler Maine's ass, and we're only saying that not to get him on the show.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
But I mean, obviously, because it's true.
But this news story comes from an interview from Halloween Daily News that we're covering. I mean, they didn't cover any of our interviews, but that's okay. I'm not salty at all about that. We'll still cover theirs. And I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
He's as salty as Morton's. You can name it Mitons.
I'm just fucking around. I'm kidding.
That's all right. I mean, you can be salty. Fuck it.
Just a little. I'm just kidding. I really am. No, but he says.
I mean, he thought you were gonna be like, but I'm kidding.
No,
I'm not.
You're fired. No, you're fired. I know. I came in here. You're fired. That's how it went. But no, they asked him about Halloween Ends, if it's going to come out, and James Jude Courtney's exact words were, I mean, who knows? Because it's so hard to tell what's going to happen with all this pandemic stuff. I know David Gordon Green is again being such a compassionate guy. He wants to get people to work because he knows people, the workaday people, the crew, craft services, the grips. They've got mortgages, they got kids in school, they've got a million things they have to take care of, and David's very sensitive to that, wanting to get people back to work in a safe way. When I talked to him before, they started working back on Righteous Gemstones, which is a show he does with Danny McBride. He said, they are really trying to figure out this protocol, the COVID protocol thing. But at the end of the day, I think we'll be able to get it. The way things are looking now, but again, it'll be shot at its perfect time. The perfect time will come when everybody can get together, the cast and crew. It's going to happen, and we're all dedicated to it. Every one of us is like, this is our number one priority. So that's good because, I mean, honestly, dude, before I heard that, I thought, because he seems kind of positive about it. He couldn't say either way because he clearly doesn't know. But just to hear that they're still actually, it's in the wind that they could try to get it filmed this year. That is some positive ass news.
Well, it also really speaks highly of the director, David Gordon Green. You know, the fact that he understands that this is a big giant movie and a lot of fans are looking forward to seeing it. A lot of anticipation, like the first night before you have sex. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to put it on right. Do I get in the wrong hole? What do I do?
I hope not.
But he also cares about, the people that you don't hear about, the people that are working behind the camera. Like, and the fact that JJC or James Jude Courtney mentioned it, the fact that he cares about the people that are working fucking craft, the guy that's behind the camera, the guy that's, working the boom mic, the guys that you normally don't hear about, or they don't, get the rewards or the recognition, that he cares about that is also a good sign. I'm excited. I think that it's hopeful. Listen, the problem is, we've got a government right now that couldn't find a fucking needle in a haystack if they were given like no needle or no haystack. Yeah. If they were like, there's no haystack, it's just a saying, but the needle's right there. Like, I can't see it. Where's it at? Like, they're, so I don't know if the COVID thing is going to be, we hope it's gone by the time, that the filming comes around for Halloween Kill ends, but I don't know, man. But it's hopeful. I mean, James Jude Courtney works on the fucking set. He's closer to it than we are, so maybe he feels that something's there. What I feel like is going to happen either way, man. It's the same thing for Halloween Kills. I think that you're going to have a theatrical moment with it, and you're also going to have a VOD. It's going to have be released at the same time, and people get to choose. And that's the only, that's just what they're going to do.
I think that's for sure what's going to happen with Kills. I mean, I have no doubt that Kills will be released. I think the only thing that could happen with Kills is they could do what Paramount's doing with a lot of movies, which is they're releasing it in theaters, and then exactly 45 days later, they're releasing it to VOD. Now, we're talking about October. They're saying that everybody will have, hopefully, a vaccine by May or something like that. So I think Kills is going to be good. I think Kills will definitely be in the theater. Will it be on VOD at the same time? I don't know. But as far as Ends goes, it's weird because people are filming things right now, right? Like there's a bunch of movies that are filming right now. They're just having to deal with the protocols. The thing is that even though David Gordon Green wants to probably, and that's what it sounds like when you hear what James Jude Courtney says, it sounds like he's thinking about the people who won't have a job possibly if they're not filming when they were supposed to. And you also got to think about all these actors too, man. Like, we were just talking to Andy Manischek, and that was one of the things that I was thinking about asking her. It's like, so, I mean, if you don't know when you're supposed to film Ends, I mean, obviously as an actor, sometimes you have to make different
Yeah.
You have to make different changes to your face or your hair to do a certain role. Are they in a position where they can't take certain roles because they don't know, oh, am I filming this year or am I filming next year? Do these actors have to keep their slates clean for 2 years just in case either they're filming Halloween Ends this year or they're filming it next year? That's got to be hard on fucking everybody. And I imagine the word comes down all the way from Universal. Do we want to spend the money for the COVID protocols, the time? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, I would hate, I mean, it would be awesome to work in the movie industry as far as like doing camera work or acting or whatever. But the point being is like, it's like being an independent contractor. I mean, you have fucking no idea, especially if a pandemic strikes or anything like really bad, when your next job's going to come. So yeah. But as far as the film that he's confident or he's hopeful that it still comes to theater, I mean, I think we're all hopeful. I mean, 100%. Yeah. I think that we all hope it will. But the reality is,
but it was looking pretty dire.
We've talked about this in length. Things are not going to go back to the same, even if the vaccinations happen. There was somebody that said that, a percentage of the world has to get to this level before it'll even be something to consider where everything's going to go back to normal. This is the new reality that you live in. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the reality that we live in. I mean, and again, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea at all if you have a release on VOD and theater. If the people feel comfortable going to see it in theaters, definitely. But if you don't feel comfortable or you have at-risk loved ones that you live with or that you're in contact with constantly, then you have the VOD option. So I don't really see how the problem,
Well, it depends on how late you're talking in the game. I mean, we're talking about October where we're talking about if things go to plan. As far as the Kills release, we're not talking about the Ends thing right now, but the Kills release, if things go to plan, then everyone will at least have the option to take it by late summer. So then you're talking about fall at this point. The numbers are already going down. And then not just that, dude, but at this point, by October, I'm imagining you're going to have huge events starting again. You're going to have concerts coming back. I know things will never be the same in a certain way, but not really, in my opinion, because we're going to go back to concerts. We're going to go back to large events. There's too many people's jobs and livelihoods that depend on them. It's not like the world's going to go, we're never going to have big events again. That won't happen. It can't happen, especially not with the vaccination out there.
I think you'll go back to normal in regards to the protocols that will be in place for everyone forever, permanently done. I mean,
you can't have a concert with people spaced out 6 feet.
You're going to have to, they're going to figure something else because, dude, at the same time, you're also going to be dealing with people with PTSD. There's going to be there's a lot of that going on now. I mean, you've been told for like over a year plus, you could fucking die, or your loved ones could fucking die if they catch this.
That's a certain part of the population. They're not going to not have concerts. They're just going to tell those people, hey, if you're worried about it, you don't go. Don't go. I mean, I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, but I'm saying the whole world's not going to stop just because there's this tiny group of people that don't want things to go back to the way they used to be.
I think that, like I said, I definitely think that we'll get back to a semblance of normality. As far as it going back to the exact same thing before COVID, never. It's never going to happen.
I mean, I'd say about 5 years, probably be back to the exact same thing. I don't know why. Why would it be? I mean, COVID's gone. What's there to?
Because there's always something else, and that's the thing. People are going to shit their pants if they say, "Oh, there's a new goddamn slug flu that's going around."
Well, if that happens, but I mean, we've lived our whole lives and not dealt with this. So, who's to say that we won't live another fucking 30 years and never have anything like this again? It's possible, and hopefully it will happen.
Well, and you also get dumb assholes that don't want to follow protocol, and you're always going to have that in the fucking world.
Right?
Masks. They for pussies. Yeah. I don't need no mask to buy my groceries.
I do think that. I think maybe for the next year after, and we're getting way off topic here, but I think for maybe even the next year after everybody who wants to get the vaccinations vaccinated, it's going to be like, okay, let's go another year with masks or something like that. And maybe you do go to concerts with masks on, or you go to the theaters with masks on, which, hey, let's do what we got to fucking do just to get back to normal here. Let's get the fucking shots in our arms, let's do the thing. Let's fix this shit.
As far as the actual thing about Halloween is, I hope it's in, again, I mean, the theater, that'd be great, man. I mean, and that's great. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, we were talking to Nelson before, and he even thought, I mean, the reality is people just don't know. I mean, they're hopeful for one thing, and the reality is they just don't know. I mean,
I think it's a fact that Halloween Kills will be in the theaters. I think the only question is, will it also be on VOD at the same time?
I think that's 100% accurate.
And then the real question here is whether or not we're going to, and then that's kind of the topic, is are we going to get Halloween Ends in 2022 or 2023? And I think it was starting to really look like no one's even talking about this. No one knows. The actors don't know. The directors don't know. It's really looking like they're not going to film Halloween Ends until next year, which means we won't get it until 2023. If that happens, it sucks a little bit, but it's fine. We got Kills coming up this year no matter what. That's fucking awesome. But what I took from this was, maybe there's a little bit more of a chance they are going to actually make their date than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? He also said, though...
sorry,
go ahead.
Well, yeah, what I was going to say was that Halloween Ends coming out, I think it's a big problem if they skip a year. Because I think if they skip a year, what's going to happen then is you lose the momentum going in. I think that's a big thing. I mean, that's what they're scared of. I mean, even if you look at the fact that, yes, there are tons of Michael Myers fans and everybody's loving Halloween, but we're diehard fans. But the vanilla guy, like, here's the thing, the vanilla dude that actually makes them a lot of money, they might lose interest you wait a year after Halloween Kills comes out and they're like, they still doing Michael Myers? Like, what the fuck? And they wouldn't even care. Or there might be Freddy Krueger. There might be something else that they're more interested in. You got, like, and again, it's the same thing. If the fire is hot, you got to stay on the street. Yeah. And right now they're fucking hot. They gotta keep going.
Well, I mean, it'll be the same exact thing that we dealt with Kills. I mean, there's a year between Kills and the original Halloween. So basically, they'd be doing the exact same thing they're doing. I know
if it's a year, but if it's like a 2 years.
No, I'm talking about it'd just be 1 year. I mean, it'd be
I thought you meant like
1 year further than we thought. So either the plan was.
Well, that's still 2 years though.
No, I mean, it's been 2 years since Halloween, though. That's what I'm saying. So Halloween, 1 year, Halloween Kills. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be Halloween, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. Now it's going to be, if this happens, it'll be Halloween, break, Halloween Kills, break, Halloween Ends. So it'll be the exact same thing that happened with Kills if they do this. It won't be a 2 year break. You know?
I thought we talked about that. Like, I thought there was something about, like, it was going to be a while before they even got back to doing ends. If certain things go bad, it's going to be a while. There would be a massive break.
No, it's just we're talking about
and ends.
1 year tops. I mean, 1 year further than we thought, which was it was supposed to come out back to back a year. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd like for him to come out 1 year back to back. I think that's better for everybody, but we'll see what happens. You just went black. Yo, black.
Yeah, the camera died, I think.
Okay. Austin says you can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. Austin says, who would you rather have obsessed with you? The Hitcher from the original or Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men? Also, anyone heard of Cosmic Ghost Rider? You dig it. Never heard of Cosmic Ghost Rider, but it sounds like Ghost Rider who can fly through the cosmos, which sounds a lot like Silver Surfer.
What'd they say?
Have you ever heard of Cosmic Ghost Rider?
No, I've heard the old cowboy Ghost Rider.
It sounds dope as shit. But the Hitcher, Anton Chigurh, I would definitely be more afraid of Anton Chigurh, because the Hitcher, he flies the highways. I feel like he's not as smart as he is crazy. I think Anton is both smart, crazy, and he's very, very fucking determined. I'd just be more afraid of the dude with the fucking gun. What about you, Jay?
What? Oh, the Hitcher and the the guy from No Country for Old Men he scares the fuck out of me. When he asked the guy if it was a lucky day in the quarter thing, I almost shit my pants. So it's that guy. If that guy was like running around trying to fucking kill you, you are dead meat, sir. And he killed Brolin. He killed Thanos himself. So yeah, dude, that guy's scary as fuck.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Dirk Jason All says, and remember, opinions are like assholes. You don't have to be one, though. You were wrong, Mike. Into the Dragon inspired Mortal Kombat. Oh, I thought it was Bloodsport because I read the comments.
What'd you say?
He asked if I knew what movie inspired Mortal Kombat, and I said Bloodsport because I used the lifeline and went to the audience, and I saw Bloodsport, and I was like, that makes sense because you know how Jean-Claude was supposed to be Johnny Cage, so I just put two and two together and made the wrong choice, apparently. It was Enter the Dragon. I see you. I see you, so dupo dupo. I was doing that to my dog the other day. And
dude, it fucking worked. It fucking did good.
I know. It's fucking spotless, man. We just had a hiccup last night when we tried that.
The last night was terrible. That was actually, no problems. Plugging that in, plug it in. Feels good.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a nice little bit of trivia, Dirk. Maurice the Beast Flealog says, I miss being in the pit, man, like for real. That's what I'm saying, dude. Oh man, when this shit's over, I'm going to a fucking concert. When I'm vaccinated, I'm going to a fucking concert. I'm raging my fucking face off. I can't wait to just be sweaty and touch people again. I know that sounds weird. It's a weird thing to miss, but it's true.
I do it every Saturday night, so I'm not really fiending for it. So.
We do it together, but it's you and me. It's different. But that's not the end of the Halloween Kills news. He also said something really interesting here. He said, okay, so you remember when Halloween Kills was coming out, dude, and me and you were like, that's great that they got all these people signed on, but it's kind of weird that there's no mention of James Jude Courtney.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people were saying that. They're like, wait a minute. of course, we all assumed that James Q. Courtney would automatically be a part of Halloween Kills because he was so good and so widely liked in the first one. But what had happened was they didn't announce him with everybody else, and then when people would ask Blumhouse on Twitter or whatever, there'd be no response. It'd be like, it'd be pretty easy just to be like, yeah, of course James come back, but nothing. He actually, there was actually some shit going on there, apparently a little bit. And it all worked out okay. But he said, I knew when we were shooting 2018 that there were sequels, but I only had a contract for one film. We didn't finish negotiating my contract for Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends until right when we started shooting the film. You know, just the way
talking about some butt sweat.
He said, you know, just the way that went, and that's just business. No hard feelings with anyone there. That's just business. And I've signed a contract for both Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all assumed it, but there's a tiny bit of news there that he's officially a part of Halloween Ends as well. But apart from that, dude, it kind of that shit was tight. I don't think they wanted to pay him.
I don't know, maybe. I guess he is the longest running Michael now. Like, as far as consistently being Michael Myers, because he would be.
Yeah.
3 movies in a row. I think even 2 movies in a row would.
Only one dude did a 1.5. Well, 2, I guess, with Nick Castle now with 2018. But
yeah, dude. I mean, look, he deserves the money, dude. He was fucking great. And I mean, you can't just put any guy in the goddamn mask and walk around like, you know, fucking dumb shit Fat Albert and like, I'm gonna be scary. Here I come. You fucking babysitters. It don't work. Yeah. So I'm glad, he deserves the money. So I'm glad he got it. And I'm glad they worked it out in the contract. So as far as them, but dude, I gotta be honest, and I love Blumhouse, but as far as them like trying to a penny pinch, or if that was the case, if that actually is what happened, because we don't know.
No.
But if they were penny pinching and they were saying that, then they're a studio, man. Like, that's what they're gonna do. If they can get it's the bottom dollar that matters, and it always will be. They're gonna be like, well, if we can get somebody cheaper that works better than or the same as JJC, then we're gonna do that. And nobody's gonna give a shit because, well, we've had 8 Halloween movies, or technically 10, and they've all been different Michael Myers, so no one's gonna miss him. But obviously that's not true because of how well he was received by the fans and how well he did in the movie. So
I think a lot of the fans and podcasts and stuff like us saying, hey, no, that matters. You better get fucking James Q. Courtney back. I mean, I'm not talking about us. I'm just saying like everybody else. I think that they maybe heard that. But, and we did hear a story, and this is a complete rumor story that is not official in any sense, but we did have somebody tell us once that he told him, they don't want to fucking pay me. You know what I mean? And that's a side thing at a convention that was overheard. But the fact that it went up to the wire,
it's not like he was selling them like Girl Scout cookies and he didn't beat his quota. like he was playing one of the most badass, iconic fucking horror figures ever. And you're like, you know what? If we don't pay him his money, just give him a gift certificate to Best Buy and he's good. Like, what? I cannot believe you say that to me.
Which, I mean, and all the people involved with this Halloween, they really care about it a lot. You can tell it comes through that they really want to do the right. It's not like in the old days when they were like, oh, fucking fire that guy. I don't like the way he looked at me. Let's replace Michael in the middle of the movie. The mask doesn't have to be right. This group of people with Trankus and all the people involved, they really fucking care a lot. So I guarantee that they really did want him to be in there. And he kind of mentioned in the interview a little bit. He kind of said something. Again, I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something to the fact that you can get an actor who can play Michael Myers really good. He's like, and you can get a stuntman who can play Michael Myers really good, but none of them are going to be me. None of them are going to do exactly what I did. So, I mean, and again, I'm reaching into this. He didn't say this, but to me, the way I heard that was him saying, I think I did more than just the average boogeyman shit, and I think I should be compensated a little bit for it. And I guess maybe there was something going on there. Again, that's all. Who cares? Because it worked out in the end, but it's interesting.
It's always weird to me when an actor does like a phenomenal job and they really do a great job with the role you've given them, and if they're asking for a little bit of extra, I mean, you're a fucking studio that made a shit ton of money. Like, I don't really see how that really bothers you to budget that in to give them a little extra cut so that they understand, they're appreciated. And it's like, yeah, man, you knocked it out of the fucking park. You did a good job. I never get that. But I mean, these are corporations and these are studios. They understand. They want to fucking save as much money. If it's $2, motherfucker, it's $2. Like, that's how they feel. They're pretty much the bad guy from the '89 Batman, the one that betrayed Jack. Like, that's what runs these studios usually. But yeah, well, and he's right. Because he's absolutely right. You could get a better actor or an actor that, is seasoned in the theater or whatever, or stuntman that's even got more notches in his belt. The thing about it is, though, they might suck real big balls. They might suck big ass, because the thing that happened to Robert Englund after Nightmare 1, he wanted a little extra cashola in his pocket because he thought he did a really good job, and he thought that he brought personality and character to a horror villain on the script. And they hired a fucking stuntman. They hired a guy that, and they were like, it was awful. He was running going, I'm Freddy Krueger. I'm going to kill you and slice your titties off. And they were like, yeah, that's not working. So they hired Robert Englund back and gave him the money that he asked for. So it's the same thing. Michael Myers, can he be played by any old Joe off the street? Probably not. I mean, there's a way that he moves. There's a way that he does things. And not to mention the fact that James Jude went the extra mile. We all remember those interviews that he had talked about in Halloween 2018, that he studied Nick Castle. He watched Nick Castle and tried to emulate how Nick Castle moved, which everybody loves as Michael Myers, for the whole duration of the movie, and he did a great job. So yeah, dude, if you spend a little extra coin, who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, he deserves it.
I agree with that completely. And Blumhouse is known for being a budget studio, for spending way less on movies than other people do. So and I get both sides of that. I don't know what was asked for. You don't know what he wanted. And at the end of the day, good guys here, good guy here, they both won because he's in the movies. And not only is we don't have to worry about it with ends because he signed on for kills and ends. Awesome work all the way around. It's all good fucking news. Just interesting to talk about. But
it's not like he asked for like a New York Giants helmet full of cottage cheese
and naked pictures of B. Arthur.
Yeah, or like some weird shit like they did in goddamn Airheads. But
yeah. And like you said, dude, when you listen to this guy talk, he puts so much more into this role than you expect people to put in Michael Myers. When he talks about his philosophies and the way he thinks about it and the way he centers himself, and right now, even in that interview, he was talking about how much he's putting a lot of work into some of his injuries and trying to get his body right. This guy puts a lot of thought and a lot of work into Michael Myers, and it fucking pays off. And you see it on screen. I'm really glad they got 100%. Him back.
And I'm glad, and you can tell that he cares about the character. That's another thing. I mean, you can get any old body to be like, oh yeah, I'm doing it for a check. I got to pay my alimony. Fuck, I hate that ex-bitch wife. But this guy actually gives a shit about his fucking job. Like, he gives a shit about making sure that the best quality Michael Myers is on screen. And it's good. It almost feels like he's competing with the other Michaels. And that's what you want. I mean, you want this competition. You're like, a lot of people like Nick Castle. He's not competing with Nick Castle necessarily, but he's like, I'm going to take what Nick Castle did, and I'm going to kind of make it a little bit more, I don't know, fucking barbaric or something. But, but he looks over at the other Michael Myers that have graced the screen, and he's like, that guy did that. That guy did that. I'm going to do this. Tyler Mane did that. George Wilbur did this. He just wants to make sure that he's giving the best performance of his life as Michael Myers. And he's a great Michael, dude. Like, he's like, and honestly, if the motherfucker asked for a goddamn cruise on the Indian Ocean with like 18 fucking ballerinas from Russia,
that'll.
You've got it, sir.
Gypsy Warrior says Slender Man does Sir Mix-a-Lot and Gangsta's Paradise.
Both of them? Jesus Christ.
I just do like a little short clip of each, I guess. He's like, here's $2. Do 7 things.
Okay, so okay. So,
I'm kidding.
For $7, we are starving. Here. Okay. Me anaconda don't want none unless you got bones, hon. You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't do this, but. I don't know. And then Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah. Been spending most our lives.
Okay, this is literally all I remember.
I hate the trip, but I gotta lope.
It's like, this is all I can remember. It's actually funny because I watched that movie like a few months ago. Power's then the money, money's then the power, minute after minute, hour after hour.
I forgot that fucking line.
Staying players in the street lights. Been spending no day life, living in that gangster's paradise.
I was like,
dude, when I was a kid, I literally could only repeat power on the money, money on the power, minute after minute, hour after hour.
Dirk Jason Hall says, today's my sobriety date, 1 year watching Elves. Hey, 1 year sobriety for Dirk Jason Hall, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a fucking feat, dude. I'm surprised you can watch this channel and do that. Even more of a feat for you that you do that, dude.
I could never. But hey, man, you got to treat yourself. Get yourself some Hot Pockets.
Yeah, dude. Get yourself something nice. Don't do the ham and cheese. I hear they're nasty.
Get the cheese and ham, not the ham and cheese. The cheese comes first, not the ham.
That was fucking good. All right, let's get this Mortal Kombat real news real quick before we take our final break, before we talk about them bathroom movies.
All right.
All right. Be little bitty, little old town on a big old city. Might as well sing, might as well smile. Life's all right for a little bitty while.
Dude, every time I hear any kind of country thing, I want to go a boot scoot boogie. you
did that
get
shit.
pumped up, and I don't even like country music, but dude, that just goes. She said, "Don't hand me no lines, and keep your hands to yourself."
That's the. I got a little change in my pocket, going jang-a-lang-a-lang. You did that when we were doing the Scream thing. Like you got scared, you went boot scoot boogie.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
I
boot
fucking
scoot
died.
boogie.
I fucking died when you did that.
I
shit.
love that.
Drew says, "Can I send some screenshots of my short film to get feedback from chat on look of it? Shot with Note 9 moment anaphoric lens and natural light." Yeah, dude, if you want to email to him or something, man, you know, sure, we'll look at him and give you our thoughts on him.
Sure.
But okay, so let's look at this Mortal Kombat news real quick before the last break because we promised we'd talk about it. We promised we would speak on it, and that's what we're gonna do. Hit your face. Hit your own face with the hit yourself in the face with the flapjack, and then squirt some syrup in your ear, and then you'd be like, "Iggy."
You're like that ADHD kid that just had their first taste of Coca-Cola.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. All right. Mortal Kombat interviews Simon McQuaid and producer E. Bennett Walsh. Guy. Yeah. Dude, when you listen to them talk about this movie, the shit they're saying makes it sound like the greatest fucking movie of all time.
And I hope it is. I hope it's. I like imagine that, dude. Mortal Kombat comes out of nowhere to win Academy Awards. You're like, God damn. I feel like Quicksilver. You didn't see that coming?
It sounds fucking nuts, dude. It sounds crazy. I'm going to go through this and we'll just be really brief on each topic because it's a really long interview. This is from JoeBlow.com, by the way. But they talked to the executive producer and they talked about Louis Tan's Cole Young, which is going to be the dude that you see the whole movie through his eyes. Basically, in my eyes, he's sort of the Johnny Cage of the film. He's the normal dude in the middle of all this shit.
If you say my eyes one more time, I'm going to sing Peter Gabriel.
My eyes.
In your eyes. In your eyes.
It says he's our introduction to the world of Mortal Kombat. He's our narrator. Along that same line, Cole allows us to cut down on formal introductions and mini origin stories. With Cole, you're meeting characters in real time. The story's more fluid that way. That's really smart because there's a lot of fucking people that you have to introduce with Mortal Kombat, and you can get really lost in that. And later in the article, they also mentioned using the Marvel formula to introduce characters, which is really
I like what they said. Well, at first I was like, it's kind of fucking stupid because you're gonna focus on this Cole guy, Colgate, the best. But you're gonna focus on Cole. But then I'm like, I get it, because I was like, well, why don't they focus on Johnny Cage or Liu Kang or some shit like that to get you back in the story? I was like, well, because they already did that with Mortal Kombat. Liu Kang was the everyday guy that, when you watch the original Mortal Kombat movie, that was how you got kind of introduced. So I was like, well, I mean, it kind of worked before. You take a main character like Liu Kang and have him, but then I like it better though, because it's like going through an amusement park and you get to see your favorite fucking shit, your favorite dudes or your chicks or whatever, and the best amusement park rides through like a regular tourist, which Cole is in this world of Mortal Kombat. I fucking dig that. Now I do dig that, the way he explained it. I'm like, I get it now. That's why I don't direct movies, because I'm fucking stupid.
I have that moment like 6 times a day, by the way, for me personally. But they went on and so they talked about that. They talked about casting the right people, and they were talking about how important it was to cast people because they got people for this movie that could literally fucking fight. Like all these people are doing their own fucking stunts in this movie. They're actually fighting. He says in the article that they're actually hitting each other. Like they're really getting hit in this shit.
I heard that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking wild, dude.
And your insurance must be crazy. Are those premiums? Jesus.
It's fucking nuts. And talking about not being able to get everybody's favorite character, he said you can't get everybody's favorite character, but we try to get the right characters for this movie. And again, we're trying to do the Marvel method of world building. Here's something interesting on the fatalities. We know the movie's going to be brutal, right? Because they did a Red Band trailer. We saw some of the fatalities, but they're trying to temper expectations a bit because they say if you're expecting the really crazy fatalities, they said the problem with fatalities in general is that the MPAA is very different from the ESRB. In the game, they're all CGI characters; they're not real. This allows the game makers to raise the bar of the violence. Right? I'm under the restrictions of the MPAA. I have to live inside those rules. We're doing as much as we can. I can promise you that.
And I 100% agree. I mean, even the ESRB are pretty bad. I mean, they're pretty notorious for making sure like, well, this can't be this way. God damn. But he's not lying. I mean, at the end of the day, what they can say, these are digital, pixies on a fucking screen that are having blood squirt out of their fucking, buttholes after they get decapitated.
Right.
But the MPAA, dude, they come down with a fucking hammer. According to a lot of other, like, dude, they will, even Todd McFarlane, when we talk about Spawn, like, dude, they come down real hard on anything that goes against what they think is like appropriate for family content, which again, I don't think that. Here's the thing. I'm glad that Mortal Kombat's rated R. 1. 2, do I think it's a family fucking movie? Goddamn no. Like, I would never say, hey, 6-year-old child, come with me and relive daddy's fucking favorite game and watch this man's spine get ripped out of his body.
Hey, wait,
I'm not going to say that.
If it's successful, Marvel will buy it and they'll make it PG-13.
That's what you got to do. That's right. The Mickey Mouse fucks us again in the year. But no, well, dude, I like the fact that he's honest about that, because that's one thing that and he's honest about the fact that not everybody's character is going to get on screen. I mean, there's like 65 million fucking good characters in Mortal Kombat. There really is. And honestly, if you look at all the characters throughout the games, there's more characters than you could put on a movie. There's no way. Yeah. There's no way. And like, just to have the characters that he's already got, it's pretty ambitious, dude. I mean, it's pretty ambitious, because you got to think, if you look at like something like the Avengers, you got Thor, Iron Man, the Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Captain America. But that's 6. There's a lot more than that going on here.
And now we're actually in the Avengers, including Ant-Man and all the other shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just, the first movie. Yeah. And that started out with 6. This is going to have like 8 or 9. Plus probably a hidden character. Goddamn hidden character in the pit.
But yeah, dude, and honest to God, what they're saying with this shit. And again, like you said, it's funny because what he's talking about, I can't do this because they'll make it NC-17. And if they make it NC-17, the movie's fucked. You know what I mean? Like,
it would, but dude, imagine that though. Like the press, they'd be like, I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
To be fair, it is going straight to HBO Max, so technically they fucking could, dude, but they're also putting it in theaters, I think. So.
But if it was NC-17 though, you imagine that's like free publicity, dude.
Holy
that's like, I got to watch this.
Hey, you know
what you mean?
That's something nobody talks about when we're talking about the streaming era of the world. If they start going straight to streaming, really, the NC-17 ratings aren't going to hurt box office, so they could really start doing some wild shit.
Yeah, well, and I understand. Yeah,
putting
especially
fingers up butts and stuff.
If it's on streaming, it's a lot easier, I would imagine, to deal with, versus like, because if it's released in the theater, they're banking on the fact that they can make it where a general audience can come see it, not just like a 17 and above.
Right.
But dude, it's rare, man. But I'm telling you right now, like, how rare would it be? Because there'd be articles written all over Google. There'd be videos on it about that Marvel, or not, I'm sorry, not Marvel, but Mortal Kombat gets slapped with the NC-17 rating. That's like almost a badge of honor. I'd be like, dude, yes, we did. Yes, we did.
The problem is that I think my initial thought is, in today's world, I think that might actually, like you said, be a badge of honor, and people would flock to the theaters to see it. But then again, you've got these family theater chains, and when people start really pushing that, and they start trying to make their movies NC-17, then you get some really nasty shit, and then you get this whole like, oh, the movie theaters won't even show them. Then you're really fucked, because like a lot of these movie theaters, like family-owned businesses and shit like that.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my point. And we were kids when we played Mortal Kombat. Yeah, maybe we were a little too young or whatever, but I mean, we could recognize and separate violence and shit like that in a video game from reality.
Right.
Well, I mean, I could do that. We could do that. I mean, we didn't grow up fucking being assholes and fucking, taking guns out and acting like pricks with people. But I'm pretty sure that even if it was NC-17 and they had some graphic violence, as far as fatalities are concerned, or some other shit with a lot of blood, you could take a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old maybe and be like, hey, this is all fake. This is all, movie magic. This is all fake.
Yeah.
And have a good, I'm not saying I don't have kids, but I'm just saying, if I had a 14, 15-year-old, I'd be like, yeah, you want to go see this Mortal Kombat NC-17 movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I just,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
violence doesn't bother me. It's the sex stuff that I try to keep
Yeah,
away from my
well,
kids as much as
and again,
possible.
it's a goddamn fighting game, dude. It's a
Right.
fighting movie. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
like fucking. There's no rapey scenes going on.
Right. They go on to talk about this movie though, and dude, it's just to me this whole article is just a barrage of, hey guys, this movie's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Dude, it's like a fan wrote this article. Like, honest to God, the answers, and I'm not trying to overhype the movie. I don't know how great the movie's going to be. All I'm saying is that what these people are saying about this movie, if you were to ask me exactly what I'd want them to say, it's what it would be. They talk about the physical effects over CGI.
I love that. I love that. Dude,
Yeah.
my dick got a little fucking lead in it from that.
They literally talk about a specific scene. They say in Raiden's temple, there's a hallway called the Living Mirrors. It serves as a tale of past battles. In the script, the mirrors were an animated hologram. Then Simon, the director, asked, what would it be if it wasn't? The production designer then came up with a series of glass panels between 5 and 6, and they were painted. When you go across them with a camera, it looks like a special effect. It's completely practical, and we would not have normally gone there, but Simon said to do it. I love prosthetics and practical effects. They're just fun. A digital blood spurt is not a practical thing.
100%. 100. You cannot agree. Give
Thank
this
you.
man a fucking gold medal because he deserves it. He deserves it, and he deserves a kiss on the nip. But yeah, dude, like 100%. That's 100% correct.
Yep.
The fact that he is casting real fighters, and they're doing like again, what the article had mentioned was that they're doing the choreograph is like 50 steps. I mean, and these guys, like you already said before, they know how to fucking fight. So it's going to be a very invested kind of choreography. It's going to be an amazing fucking scene to behold. And I also feel like this director is like, you know what should happen is the fight sequence should tell the story, like almost in some way, like the way they fight, the moves they make, like those are all indicative of that character, how they handle themselves in battle. And the fact that they're going on about, dude, I don't know. The fact that they're going to do the practical effects, woo wee.
It's fucking nuts, man.
And he's right. He also said in the article that people are so quick to jump on the special effects train. They're so easy to rely on, and like, yeah, we're just going to do this and stuff like that. But this guy also goes on, and you can read it to the folks, but he also goes on and says that the fact that they spent so much time paying attention to the costumes, to the music itself. Like, this motherfucker cares about this game and he wants the mythology told correctly, but he also understands at the same time that the vanilla crowd are not going to be right on board with this. So he's got to bring them in, but he definitely wants to pay fan service.
Yeah. No, I mean, you said it well there yourself. That there's a whole part in that. I won't read it all to you guys and go through it all, but there's a whole part in there about the music. And the guy doing the articles, like, they played the music for us, and they showed this graphic of the characters doing their stances and shit. And they were like, I think they said something like, the inner child in me was screaming.
Yeah.
The music was so perfect with the characters that they were like losing their shit. Man,
I can't wait.
Don't
I mean,
say
because again, man, the Mortal Kombat original song is so fucking good.
Yeah.
But this could be better. I mean, that's hard. I know that's a hard fucking thing. That's a hard pressed thing to say. That's like saying the T-Birds suck and the Scorpions are better. But no, it might be true. It might be true, man. And if it comes out, do you imagine when they release that first song, that first track, and it's got that, if it's got the perfect tapestry of like hard fucking techno kind of shit, and then like also like this magical kind of adventure, and this also you're in for a fighting movie kind of like soundtrack.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
God damn.
All I know is they must have had Tyler Perry's character in Gone Girl come in and walk them through this shit, or it's just going to be a great goddamn movie because they're saying everything you want to hear as a fucking fan. And they got that trailer on top of it, dude. My Mortal Kombat boner went from to
Yeah, dude. My dick got so hard it almost caused a fatality on my balls.
Huge Mortal Kombat boner.
It was like, dude, it was a huge Mortal Kombat boner. I can't wait, man. And again, if anything else, this article swells anybody reading it with confidence, 100%. Because when you read it, and it's not, it doesn't just come from the director himself. It comes from the producer.
Yeah.
And he's like just as enthusiastic about making sure that fans' expectations are met as much as they can be, but also relying on the fact that he understands not just the producer, but the director of the story. Why the Mortal Kombat characters and the story have survived for as long as it has is not just the fans, but the fact that the stories are so rich.
Yeah.
There's so much to delve into. And I think that's exactly what the director was saying, or maybe the producer about Cole, was the fact that there is so much going on. It's really hard just to immediately bombard people that's never played the game or seen the movie
Yeah.
to understand. So
Just
you
the
got to
tip.
go on this. Yeah, you got to go on the tip and slide
Ouch,
it in
ouch.
real smooth.
You're on my hair. A couple super chats here before we take our final break of the night, before we get into the best bathroom movie scenes of all time with your all's help. So we need you to stick around and help us with that. Cordell says, I really wish NetherRealm would make a fighting game with all horror icons. They've already put most in as DLC. That gets me, dude, with like Fortnite doing it all the time. It's always the news story. Hey, Alien, fucking this person, that person. Dead by Daylight had a bunch of people. We're going to put Michael Myers in there, the Scream guy. If you can get these licenses so easy, why not make a game where you can include all of these horror characters and you could fight on the levels? Like you could have a fight in Elm Street, you could fight a fight in Haddonfield, so on and so forth.
Well, there was a guy that released, if you got a PC that's worth a fuck, you can actually download it. There's a fighting game with all the horror icons that was made as a fans made it.
Yeah.
You could be Chucky, you could be Freddy, you could be Pinhead, you could be Jason, and it looks good. It's like the old style. It's the old style the old style Mortal Kombat shit. The reason why they haven't made that, and this is obvious the reason, there's too many licensing issues.
Yeah.
Listen, Jason's still up in the air. Like, who the fuck knows who's going to get that? So we don't know.
Yeah.
But all these other, like, that would be a nightmare for any. NetherRealm Studios would be amazing to be the guys in charge of that. But you could only imagine the migraine that would stretch from your brain to your taint to try to get the licensing figured out, just to get the rights to put those characters in.
Dude, it's like that scene at the beginning of The Warriors where he's like, look here, we got the Street Slayers standing next to the bicycle bikers.
Yeah, you want that.
He's like, we could take over this whole thing. Can you dig it? Like, if all those dudes would just put their licenses together and be like, let's make the greatest goddamn game of all time, it'd be cool, but it'll never happen.
Man, that's why. Yeah, that's why. But I would love it. I think it'd be great. And you're right. They've lent out their licensing to Mortal Kombat and whatnot, but it's not, as far as like actually putting them all in a game together. It'll never happen. It will never happen, child.
Yes, it's very true, my friend. One last super chat before we take a break. Blake Corley says, thank you for everything you guys do. You guys have made my days bright after I just found out my father has cancer. Thank you. Blake, man, I'm terribly sorry to hear, man. That's a scary ass thing, and I can't imagine what you're going through with that. But if we can have a small piece of making you feel better, man, we're truly honored. So thank you.
Yeah, very sorry about your dad, Blake. That's got to be rough.
Yeah, dude.
My mom's had cancer, and luckily she survived. She had breast cancer twice, and it's so cliche to say it, but cancer is a fucking nightmare. It's a bitch, dude, and it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing ever. But I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not gonna act like I don't know you and shit. I'm not gonna say but
yeah. But
you're in our thoughts, dude. It's the worst fucking thing ever.
It's the best compliment we can get to know while we're just sitting around here being dumb shits and doing our thing that we can help somebody get through a tough time. So we really appreciate you guys for telling us that in those kind words. And man, our best thoughts to you and your family for sure. Mud Nelson, appreciate you as well, man. Thank you. I'm gonna pee my pants, Jay. I'm gonna take this one.
You want to go first?
All right with you? Yeah. If you're okay with that, I'd like to go first, please.
Okay, that's fine.
Sir.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I mean, I got yeah.
Shut up! I'm going.
Fine. Whatever.
I'm going to Yosemite.
I gotta go. Michael Myers is dead. God damn! Now it's just us again. Well, I guess it's time for me to practice the ASMR that I've been working on. Are you guys ready? It's like this. So, yeah, Mortal Kombat's coming out, and we think that it's going to be great. I think that a lot of people have low expectations, but I'm freaking myself out. I swear to God, that's how those ASMR videos to go. I swear, it's like, it's like, are you sucking a cock or are you trying to put me to sleep? I don't know what you're doing, lady. Anyway, Iron Wolf says Mike pees 10 times a day. Confirmed. Yeah, he has the bladder of a camel. It's ridiculous. Or do camels have big bladders? I don't know. Whatever has a small bladder, he has the bladder of a ladybug. But I have to pee too. Egg Shin says, need some tapping, Jay. Yeah, but I don't have any nails, Egg. Okay, I bite them off because I'm a fucking violent guy. Okay, I'm just ridiculously ready to fight. No, I'm not really. Don't ever try to fight me because I will crumple up into a ball of helplessness and say, can't we be friends? Van Thompson said, Jay, you would own at broadcasting at the PGA. Dude, it's just like that. It really is. Yeah, all right, we're going to take a look at Tiger right now. He's going to be approaching hole 12. He is behind on par, but he's looking strong and fit. Go ahead and check out his pants. Those pants are definitely adding to his game. All right, he's going to take a couple of practice swings. There we go. And then boom, there it goes. Ooh, his face is definitely revealing. He is not happy at all with that swing. Yeah, but that's all they do, bro. I know. Matt Hatter Girl Thawne says Mike has the bladder of a baby squirrel. You're telling the truth, and if that's the case, then I have the bladder of a baby raccoon. I don't know. That would be a squirrel. By the way, that shit that happened to Tiger Woods, man. Prayers to him and his family. That was some fucked up shit. Had that car accident. He fucked his knees up, or maybe he broke both his legs. It was fucked up, man. I hope one of the best golfers of all time, for sure. Richie Work says you can start off at bars and do pool tournaments. No, man, I'm gonna get beat up, bro. Because what's gonna happen is I could do the sultry voice talking about pool movements, and like he just sank that 8 ball right behind the 7. It's not looking good for Fred out of Wisconsin. I'm gonna get beat up because these Hell's Angel type dudes are gonna come in there and they're like, "Why you making my goddamn spine all tingly? I ain't gay. I'm gonna beat you the fuck up before I leave here tonight." I don't know. I don't want to do that. Austin says, "What was your NASCAR?" Man, I don't really watch NASCAR, but well, here we go. Welcome to NASCAR 2021, and I gotta say, Jeff Gordon looking all sorts of sparkly out there on the front track. We got a show for you because look, it's anybody's game. And right now, I'm ready to play that game. So we're going to go ahead and look at the starters here. We got Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming up. He's definitely not got the punts that Jeff Gordon does, but he's looking to cash in. We also got some other good racers, first timers, and we're going to see how well they get their engine greased. All right, they're going to go ahead and have the flagger's going to go ahead and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off in the races, and holy shit, we're going around the goddamn turn. Nobody's wrecked yet, thank God, but I know those fat fucks in the stands are looking for that fucking wreck. So here we go. Oh my God. Almost feel like I'm getting ready to do an auction. Pure Bruce Smith says, Jay, how was your birthday hangover? I don't remember it. It was bad. It was pretty rough. It was rough city for sure. I felt like Sarah McLachlan was singing to me constantly during that whole, when I woke up in the morning, Sarah McLachlan, "In the Arms of the Angel," was singing. It was not so fun. That's the worst thing too, because for a fact that you're going to have a hangover because of the amount of alcohol that you've consumed. But in the moment, you're like, fuck yeah, bro, party on, goddamn, light the lighters. And then you're like, fuck me, what a stupid asshole I am. When you wake up and you're like, you realize that you're 37 years old and you're like, I feel like I need an oxygen tank rolling up beside me and needing that. Todd says, "Hang out at the Valvoline." You're right, Todd. Todd's 100% right. That's exactly how it's not the Valvoline, Todd. In my little part of Kentucky, it's the barbershops, or it's the Cracker Barrels. But you get the conversations. I go to a barbershop, you get these guys in there, and they're all waiting for their haircuts. Like, yeah, buddy, man, I was watching that NASCAR and that Jeff Gordon. Boy, I hate the son of a bitch, but he's a fast driver. I think he's cheating a little bit. I don't know who's winning on the points there, Todd. Buddy, I tell you what, I ain't been watching it like I should have been, but I think that old Jeff was getting it up. But my boy Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's doing something. They got some. You know what? They got that new engine under the hood. I think that they dealt something with Japan to get that new engine. I think that's going to make the difference. Well, now if they gonna put that Japanese engine under that hood, then it ain't no American NASCAR race now, is it? That's the best. Like, Chase and Charlie says, Jay, did you see the Tom and Jerry movie? I did not, but I heard it was really good. A lot of people were really excited to watch the Tom and Jerry movie. And it's actually getting good reviews, so maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. I always felt which one was it Jerry? Was that the kid? No, Jerry was the mouse. I always felt bad for Tom. That poor Tomcat. He just wanted to eat some fucking mice.
Never got it either. Never got him. That would be sad for kids if he did.
That'd be the worst. That'd be like a fucking creepy pasta.
Yeah.
What if Tom caught Jerry?
Show'd be over.
He bit his fucking head off.
Tom would have to eat his kids then. Jerry Jr. would be fucked.
Where's your kids? All right, I'll go take a pipe bite.
All right, man. Hey, which super chat you get to? Oh, he didn't fucking tell me. He didn't tell me. Now I don't know which super chats he got to, which ones he didn't. So just in case, I'll just do them twice. Dirk Jason Hall says, "Come, Mr. Tallyman, takes me bananas." Come, Mr. Tallyman, tells me bananas. Hold me, come, smell me, come, I go home. Whatever the fuck it was. Oh shit. Oh. Isote, Isote, Isote. Korsai Taylor, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that, man. He said, "Hey, Jay, love you. Hope you're doing good. Top 5 non-Marvel DC comic book films." That's for Jay, but I'll answer it. Non-Marvel DC comic book films? Probably for Jay, Pumpkinhead. That's a comic book, right? Alien was a comic book. Fucking Crow, that's a top one. Shit, can't think of any more. Feeling awkward. I'm not Jay, so I hope he answered that. I hope he answered it well. If he didn't, I'll ask him when he gets back. Latrell316 said, "They sleep and not giving you voiceover work." Hey, Jay would be really fucking good at that. Me, not so much. The only thing I could do is Christopher Nolan. I'm Christopher Nolan. I hosted Chalupas, and it's what I do, because I'm Christopher Nolan, and I like to watch indie films, but I like to make mine to where you can only watch them in IMAX because I'm fancy, and I had caviar on my boat with Rihanna, and I've got beautiful blonde hair, and I don't like HBO Max no more because they don't believe in theaters, and I'm all about a theater man. It's what I do. I watch movies in the theater. Kodak, film, not digital. Digital is not even right. 70mm, and that's all you get because I'm Christopher Nolan. I went to a dark place there. I like to apologize for that. Oh, I didn't watch Tom and Jerry. I really don't give a fuck about it, but I do really like the girl that's in that. I forget her name. She was the girl in Kick-Ass. She was fucking awesome. I really liked her a lot. What's her name? Chloe DeGracia? Chloe Deschanel? I don't know. You know guys know what I'm talking about. She was great. Hey, Mike White's here, everybody. Mike White! Hey, yeah, Stephanie, I do a good Mark Wahlberg, too. If the time's right. Rock music forever? Don't tell me to shut up. Why would you tell me to shut up? I didn't even do nothing to you. I'll kick your fucking ass. That last part wasn't that great. But I did my best. Yeah, Chloe Grace Moretz. That's who it was. That's who it fucking was. Chloe Moretz. Thank you, Paige. Thank you. Kodak Black. I'll make my films in Kodak because I'm not a simpleton. Toasted chalupa. I'm excited for Godzilla vs. Kong, Troy. I'm going to try to watch that shit in theaters if I can. If I can jam that vaccine in my fucking neck, I'll be out just running through the streets naked. It'll be great. I'll do it all. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to go to every single movie I can go to, and I don't even care if my dad's a silverback fucking gorilla. I'm going to say, I want some fucking popcorn. I'm going to eat some popcorn, okay? Yeah, Chloe is hot. It's weird for me to say Chloe's hot, Tito, because, when she started in film, she was underage, so, I feel like we're not allowed to say that, but I totally get here doing. What's up, Matthew Moody? Welcome. I don't even know what Quentin Tarantino sounds like. That's the best Quentin Tarantino. That's fucking terrible. When I tell you to do something, you do it, Ned. That's not Quentin Tarantino at all. Should have practiced that first. And even then it would have been bad. I can't do fucking accents. Can't do them. Can't do them, won't do them. I'm not going to do it for you just because you tell me. You're not my fucking boss, okay? I'm trying to finger you on a fucking roller coaster, okay? Why do you keep telling me about your problems? Let me in your fucking house. What to your mother? I can't wait to go to the theater again either. But here's a trick, though. For all of you who are scared of COVID and you do want to go to the movies, movies have this thing now where they make you pre-sign in to your seats. So if you wait right before the showtime and you buy it on the app, you can see who's actually bought tickets to the theater. You can buy your tickets. You don't have to have any social interaction whatsoever. You find a movie that there's nobody else in. You get your seats as far away from the other people as possible. Maybe there's 2 or 3 people in, especially if it's a matinee. You get your seats all the way away from them. You pre-buy the tickets. You don't have to buy your tickets. You walk right in that bitch. You stay 6 feet away from everybody. You go into the movie. You sit there by yourself. The second the credits come out, you book it out the fucking theater. No social interaction. No COVID. No nothing. Now, don't do that because I said it, because if you get it, I'm going to feel fucking like shit. I'm just saying that in certain times, certain movies, certain ways, you can still go to the theater and keep safe from COVID, I believe, in my heart and farts. It's what you have to do. God. It's just what I believe. Yeah, Rachel's a Buckeyes fan. Go fucking Buckeyes, man. My fucking Packers disappointed me this year. They lost in the goddamn NFC Championship. The goddamn Buckeyes lost in the championship. The Braves had a 3-1 lead on the Dodgers and lost in the NLCS. I got dicked all fucking year in sports. Didn't get a single goddamn championship. UK's not even going to make the goddamn fucking tournament. Bullshit. What are you going to do next year? Bruce Smith says Mark British needs some work. I don't believe it needs some work. I think you need a fucking cracker. I think you need a cracker and some fucking tea. Don't fucking look at me like that, you little shit. You bloody little cracker eating shit. You fuck. You limey piece. You limey bastard. Okay, at the end there, it kind of fell off. I'm just doing my best. That's all I can do. You know? Hey, we got 311 viewers in the chat tonight. That's one of my favorite bands. Down. You guys remember Down? Making Out in a Dark Hallway. That was a good song. Creatures was a good song. Tito says, go Dodgers. You fuck. You fucking fuck. You fucking fuck. Bloody hell. You fucking fuck. Go Dodgers. You make me sick. You fucking disgust me. That's more like Kano than anything else. That's not even like British. Yeah, I know. JJ Watt broke my fucking heart picking Green Bay. Or picking Arizona over Green Bay. He's a piece of fucking shit, you know? You know what I mean, Jay?
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit talking that shit before you leave him with a fat lip.
So come and get it.
Hey, guess what? My phone fucking died, so I got no fucking chat.
Oh, I will help you. I will help you see your way through.
Chat.
Did you answer Korjai's thing? He said, I love you, Jay. You're better than Mike in every way. I hope you're doing good. Top 5 non-Marvel DC comic book films?
To the first part, thanks. We's on the same ground. What was the second one?
I was kidding. He said top 5 non-Marvel DC comic book movies. Like non-Marvel DC.
Oh, non-Marvel DC. Ooh, that's a good one. 300. No, I think that's DC Vertigo, though. I think that's DC Vertigo. I think I might be wrong. Well, you know, I would put Spawn on the fucking list, Korjai, but it's just not up to par as much as it should be because, unfortunately, they were dealing with a lot of backstage politics. So, but it would be high up on the fucking list. What you can't even say Watchmen because that's DC Vertigo too.
Yeah, it's DC.
Fuck!
I said The Crow. The Crow's got to be in there.
The Crow's good. Yeah, that might be number 1. I'm not gonna say Blood Rain. Are you stupid? But I want to. I don't know. Yeah, that's a hard. I'd have to go back and really think about that one, Korjai. It's a great question. I have no answers. You have caught me unprepared and with no pants. What do you want from me?
Yes, it's tough. It was a tough one. I was trying to answer for you, and I couldn't think of shit.
That's a really hard one because I mean, your mind immediately goes to. Yeah, I would even say the Preacher TV series was good, but that's DC Vertigo.
Yeah, that's true. All right, guys, we've reached the point of the night where we can just hang out and have a conversation. And what this conversation is what is your all's favorite? What are the best bathroom scenes in movie history? Jay and I had this conversation last night during the Warriors commentary that we were filming, but we were talking about more of fight scenes. Some of my personal favorites, Cable Guy, the scene in the bathroom where he beats Owen Wilson's ass. Flip up. That's a fucking great scene. That's we'll take turns, but that's the first one I'm gonna go with. I love that scene.
Man, I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously we're not gonna rank them because I can't. I can barely remember them. Well, I mentioned on the when we were doing the stream. Well, not the stream. I'm sorry, but the commentary last night. True Lies. I was trying to think of that one scene.
It's a great one.
And I'm like, dude, that was a fucking badass scene when Arnold was like taking a piss at the urinal and that dude's trying to garrote him. And like they have this big, giant, long fight scene in the bathroom. And that that old dude's taking a dump and he's reading the paper. And he's like, I loved it, dude. I thought that was badass. Like the True Lies fight scene in the bathroom was great.
That was a great one. Well, we'll do this. We'll take a turn. You take a turn, or I'll take a turn. You take a turn. We'll get one from the chat. In the meantime, Austin says, "Dare you to say Beetlejuice 3 times, Making Jay? Beetlejuice. What else you got for me, bitch?"
What was the question?
I dare you to say Beetlejuice 3 times. Beetlejuice.
I always feel like he's like Beetle juice, Beetle orange. He's like, turn around and look at the picture. I won't do it. I won't do it naked. You must be crazy or no pants on. I'm not going to say Beetle juice without pants on because I'm looking for a little bit of action. You know what I mean? Oh, watch out. Here I come, baby.
I got to go. Okay, for mine, I'll go. We got to get one from the chat, right? That's what we're doing. We're going to get one from the chat. Let's see. Somebody had a good one with Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction had great bathroom scenes. You remember when he's in when John Travolta's on the toilet? He gets fucking shot.
Oh yeah, that's a deep. Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a great one. Mine's gonna be that was Luan Thomas. I'm gonna go Eastern Promises. Sort of a bathroom, sort of not a bathroom. It was kind of a spa. But anytime you get Viggo Mortensen roundhouse kicking people with his little wiener, like rubbing on their face, and he's like choking them out butt naked, it's hard to forget it from your brain.
I feel like Viggo Mortensen's got like an actual Aragorn huge cock. Like in real life. I feel like that guy's got the size of a cock that looks like Indiana Jones' whip.
Total normal size cock. It's surprising.
I think he could just swing around. It wasn't fully engorged yet, but yeah, that was a good scene. Dude, you're talking about Eastern Promises. I feel like that movie never gets talked about, like ever.
And you know, he's like me. He's a grower, not a shower. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for all people. Like, I'm a grower. I'm not a shower. You know what I mean?
What
my flaccid dick's not impressive.
Other than like obviously Eastern Promises and Lord of the Rings. My favorite Viggo performance is The Road.
Oh, I see you. A violent.
I think The Road is really underrated, dude. And a lot of people don't talk about it. Like everybody wants to talk about post-apocalyptic movies, but I never hear The Road. And I tried to buy it on Amazon. It's not even available to buy. Those sons of bitches. It's been swallowed by the abyss.
Yeah, dude. What's the movie with Viggo Mortensen that has the word violence in it? Him and his wife bang.
That's it. History of Violence. A History of Violence. Not Eastern
movie.
Promises. I'm talking about A History of Violence. I thought you were talking about. Yeah, so I'm totally
Eastern
off.
Promises is the one where his dick's flopping around while he's fighting people.
Yeah. I was thinking of A History of Violence. That one's fucked up good. But yeah, my next one is gonna be I guess favorite bathroom sequence or scene. You know what? And it's not an action moment or anything like that, but I loved in Austin Powers when Tom Arnold was in there with Austin and he was like, "Who does number 2 walk for?" He's like, "Don't worry, buddy, we're gonna get through this together." And then after he beats the guy's ass and he stuffs his head in the toilet, he's like, "God damn, boy, what'd you eat?"
That's a great fucking one, dude. I'll piggyback off that one for mine. Mo Money, Mo Problems. When that dude, the bad guy comes in and he like threatens the shit and like chokes the dude, and the guy's like sitting there and he's crying on the toilet and he's like, "I don't know what to do." And then David Wayne walks in. He's like, "Hey, you okay?" Whatever the guy's name was, I don't remember the exact name. But he's like, "You okay, Greg?" He's like, "You constipated, man?" He's like, "Just move to the left and the right a little bit, kind of shake it out." And whenever I was constipated on the toilet for like 10 years, I always thought of that. I'm like, "Yeah, I just gotta shake a little bit. I'll get it out." That was
the reason why mean, I feel like Austin Powers is something that Mike and I could get behind because it's like we're gonna get through this together, buddy. Like if we were sitting in the next stall from each other, and he's like, "Yeah, you showed that turd who's boss." It's like, who does number two?
It's like, a courtesy flush would be nice.
Dude, it was so fucking good.
Someone said, "Oh, Lethal Weapon 2, Vinny, fucking Lethal Weapon 2 had one of the greatest bathroom scenes of all time. When Murtaugh's on the fucking toilet, remember, and he pulls the toilet paper down.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
like,
a badass one. Fuck yeah.
That was one of the greatest friendship moments in all of
What
film
didn't his
history.
legs fall asleep?
Yeah, his legs fell asleep, and like they had to blow it up. So Riggs had to be like, "Hey man, it's me and you." And it went from a joke and really fucking funny because he's about to die on a toilet to like super touching. He's like, "I'm here for you," and then like got super serious in each other's face. And then they jumped into the bathtub together wearing those vests. That was a great fucking scene, man.
That was an amazing scene.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out one. It's not, and I cause like my mind is drawing a blank, so I'm just gonna. I think someone mentioned this. I don't know if they said in our chat or somewhere else, but the Final Destination bathroom scene was pretty dope. But it's not like really. It's not really like. But it's not like a fight sequence. It doesn't last.
No,
but
it could be anything.
Yeah, I know, but that was fucking scary, dude.
Yeah,
because that could happen. Like I don't have a bath mat in my tub area.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was like, woo, woo, and he did like a fucking Looney Tunes thing, and his feet are flying really fast, and then he gets choked on a goddamn. First off, who has a soap fucking string or whatever the fuck that he got choked on? You know, that's why you shouldn't have one, you dumbass. He got caught like a fish and hung. That's fucked up.
Dude, when his eyeballs bulged out, I was scared. I was like, this is fucked up.
Dude, I hated the fucking sound because they zoomed in on the eyes. Like it was like this. It was like this, look. You can hear that sound. And it was like, like as the blood vessels pop.
Fucking great. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's good. Let's go to one from the chat. JT Customs, that's a great one. Halloween 2018. I mean, and they
yeah, that was a good one. Brutal.
Some of that shit, man. I wish that they could have maneuvered that trailer differently and not showed what they showed in the trailer. Not showed the teeth scene, because I think that would have been really fucked up in an audience. Definitely the closet scene was a huge fucking giveaway. I don't know why the fuck they showed that in the trailer. But the teeth scene, when he walks in and he just drops the fucking teeth out. And then that scene was violent. It was mean. He didn't have the mask on, but one of the most violent deaths in the movie. This is a great choice.
Like, if we were sitting in that toilet, and a big ass motherfucker did like that and dropped it, would our faces look like this? Look, do it again. And that's like in between taking it, like that turd that just kind of hanging on, and the fact that this big motherfucker just dropped teeth. Yeah, dude, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Man,
look at me. It's teeth.
Yeah, this is fun. I shouldn't have access to a camera where I can do that because I want to do it all the time. Like if Mike says something like fucking new for me, it's gonna be like, oh.
That's fucking good.
Yeah. I've already got a bathroom scenes though.
We'll go to another one from the chat. Cool Grayson, Scream 2. That was in the thumbnail there. Not only did you have two Scream dudes, two Ghostface taking a piss and be like, what the fuck? But you also had the dude getting it with the Omar Epps listening, getting the knife through the stall door.
Yeah, that wiener coming in. That was a big ass wiener too.
Well, the wiener was Scary Movie. I always get him confused too.
The wiener was I was thinking the wiener.
Yeah, same thing. Like, but honestly, the scene in Scream 2 makes no fucking sense because how do you tell me that dude stabbed hard enough through that fucking thick ass plastic shit to actually get it through his ear? I don't know. And how do you know?
Well, I mean, it was a piece of
right where it was though. Like he could have just stabbed through the wall. But he hit in the exact spot the dude's head was silently sitting. It makes no sense.
Yeah. He visited a fortune teller right before he did it. And they were like, his head will be exactly 3 inches away from where your knife is. But I'm more impressed with the Scary Movie, dude. That was the hardest cock you've ever had in your life that goes through fucking plywood or goddamn wood. And it's long as fuck. He had John Holmes power. He summoned John Holmes' dick. The dick goes all the way through to the other side.
Go gadget dick. That's evidently. Matt Hatterthon. That's a fucking great one too. those damn enchiladas. That one, like, ooh baby, ooh baby, ooh baby. Fucking,
Ooh, baby.
yeah, that was a great one.
Well, I mean, let's just go ahead and point out the obvious in the room because we're gonna talk about it at one point anyway. The Rob Zombie's Halloween. Let me pass this beast in peace.
I'm working on a Super Sancho Supreme.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, that was extreme. My hands got sweaty. I'm like, Michael, you would get your ass beat. Like he was like, like I mean, that was an intense moment. It was like watching Booker T and Steve Austin fight in a grocery store.
It was
because I didn't know who's gonna win. But that was a good one. And actually, you know, if you watch the interviews on that, they were like, they both didn't want to give up. Like neither one of them were like, they're like, you tested my strength, bitch. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
First off, you don't mess with a man taking a dump, and he had just dropped a turd, and he had all the energy in the world now. So you picked the wrong moment, Michael, to take his overalls.
Great ones coming from the crowd too. Mr. Movie Lover, Mission Impossible Fallout. Have you still not watched that full movie, dude?
I'm not.
Dude, we should watch it tonight, man. It'll blow your fucking mind.
Well, you know, is that the fourth one?
No, dude, that's like the seventh one. It's the most recent one.
I think the last Mission Impossible movie I remember was part 2, when they were in the desert. I can't remember shit about.
Dude, they've gotten so much.
Hey man, that would
better.
be. You know what? Honestly, that would be a really fun man versus movie. The Mission Impossible one.
Yeah, that would be. You gotta fucking watch them. You gotta watch them.
No, the idea is not to watch them at all, and then we could do all of them in back to back to back to back to back.
Oh, I thought you said Friday Night Fights for some reason. Yeah, no, that would be. I would do that. I love those fucking movies. But yeah, no, that fight scene.
We would come out wearing like fucking Rambo fucking bandanas, having our nipple exposed, like half of our shirt torn.
Those are great movies, dude. Holly Roxy says "Liar, liar." That's a great one too. And he's like, "I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind?" That was a fucking great scene, dude.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah, Lebowski, Rock Music Forever. Where's the money, Lebowski? When they come in there after him, that's a fucking awesome one. What else we got in the crowd here? We're just going straight to you guys now. The Shining.
The Shining.
I'm trying to think of what happened.
Well, no, yeah. The old fucking nasty, soggy bitch. She's like,
yeah. Don't go in room. I can't get my hand underneath my.
We're having way too much fun.
Now I'm out of
focus. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, dude, that she'd be in a lot of trouble if it was me and Mike though, coming up to that hotel room after drinking a few brewskis down at the bar, because she thinks she's all scary and shit when she comes out with her titties all sagging out and rotting off. You're like, listen, I got no woman. We need a different zip code. Come on and bring it.
Don't tell anybody about this, okay? I don't want no one can know.
No, she'd be the one running away trying to get out of the room. It wouldn't be Danny. It'd be her. He's like, Uncle Ray Ray's got a surprise for you too.
Drew said he sent the pics to the email. Okay, cool, man. Thank you. Oh yeah, that train spotting scene was good too. That was fucking wild.
I don't know that one.
He literally gets inside the toilet and goes all the way fucking through it.
Dude, you know what? I don't know how we're missing an obvious one. I guess you could call it. I mean, it looked like a bathroom. It looked like a goddamn Shell gas station bathroom to me. The very beginning of Saw. There's the toilet. They got to reach down in the dirty turds and pull out a fucking key. It's dirty. Saw. Yeah. Saw.
That whole thing's in a fucking bathroom, right?
Did I say Saw? I don't know what I was saying.
I was. Yeah.
No, I don't know what I said. I might have said something else. But that bathroom sequence was fucking nasty and gnarly. And at the very end, he was like, "Game over." Like that's a bathroom scene.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's so many I forgot about too. Nancy in the Tub and Elm Street from new Patreon. Chuck and Renee Eggers. The Nancy saying with the issy glove up in the visage.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Also, think back to Weird Science when Wyatt walked into the stall and there's two guys taking a piss. When he walks in, he's like, "Well, I'll be goddamn." Like, you just see their feet. Oh, dude, what about the pest? When they're all like in the shower and he's singing, he's like, "I like to party."
He's like, "One sticky.
He's like, E equals MC squared. You sit
Is it
there.
That's a fucking great one. Psycho, obviously, Jerk Chase. All that's one of the most classic one. Blair Heartless, Ace Ventura in the shower with the fucking plunger, like like crying to the crying game.
Yeah, I always the one scene that like sticks out in my mind is when he has that barrel and he like lights his clothes on fire and he runs away and he turns the shower on. He's like, oh. Why? Why?
I kissed a man. Oh yeah, The Matrix. That's a classic one. The fight at the beginning of Casino Royale. We talked about that. That's a great
oh yeah, that's a
bathroom fight
fucking
scene.
yo, dude, with Morpheus. Holy
Yeah.
shit, I forgot all about that
Fucking
one.
great ones there. Reservoir Dogs, Prisoners, The New Guy. I'm trying to see Naked Gun 2.5. I don't remember that one off the
There's
top
a
of my
lot
head,
of problems that are settled in the bathroom.
There
amongst
really
the men.
did. A lot of shit. And this one didn't actually take place in the bathroom. Yeah, it kind of does. In American Psycho, when they're doing coke in the bathroom and the guy's like, hey, shut the fuck up. And he pops over the wall. He's like, I'll beat your fucking ass. And then, but there's the other
Yeah.
scene where he's in the restaurant and the dude comes back.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one. Yeah,
And
I
he's
know
like-
what you're talking about. Yeah.
He sits down. He goes, they don't have a good bathroom to coke in.
I thought you were talking about the part where he was gonna kill that one dude, and he was like, and he like rubs his hand. He's like, oh yeah,
Oh.
me too. He's like,
He starts choking him.
and then this is what Patrick Baby. He's like,
I have to return some videotapes.
oh. I should never have realized like that does that though. That focus.
It's fun, dude. I want to do it too.
Ah!
Dude, let's do a fight scene. Like
All right,
like
go.
an old school fight scene.
All right, go. No, what? No, what? No, watch. No, do your thing. Go back. No, go zoom in. Zoom in. And then zoom back out when you're done. Do you? It's so stupid. I don't know.
Oh, my head hurts from laughing at that.
That
I
was
think
fun,
I
dude.
fucked up my whole.
Yeah,
setup there,
you know what? We were doing bathroom scenes, but now it's like let's do like fucking goddamn the good, the bad, and the ugly close-ups.
I just looked over at Thor and he was like, "Fuck's your problem, you weird bastard."
Yeah, man,
Oh.
it's crazy how many good bathroom scenes there are though. There's so many. I feel like there's a Punisher one that we're missing with Thomas Jane. Was there a Punisher
I
one?
distinctly remember something happening in the bathroom in the Punisher.
Like with Kevin Nash, the Russian. I swear to God, there was something in the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh no, he just busted through the walls and shit, and there was
Oh,
all
yeah,
that
that's right, yeah.
that like that water and shit going on there for sure. There one in Tango and Cash. I feel like there's a bathroom. No, that was just the washroom that they ended up
Yeah,
fighting.
they were just there was none.
Arachnophobia. Detroit Rock City has a bathroom scene.
Yeah.
That
I've never heard a girl blow ass before.
also reminds me of Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, which is like, let's play battle shits. And they're like farting, and he's like, oh, God. Yeah. A lot of good bathroom scenes, man. Oh, Jurassic Park, when he gets fucking eaten while he's on the shitter.
Yeah,
That's a
a
great
good one. When you gotta go, you gotta go. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it. He left us. He left us. And then you gotta be Sam Dale's like, I'm not going to leave you.
Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, I think that one was actually depressing, right?
That's fucking scary. That Full Metal Jacket moment,
Yeah.
that was fucking scary as shit. He was like, Full Metal Jacket.
Benjamin Loy, I just saw, said, "Nice. I paid $5 and you can't even read my comment." Benjamin, I'm
What?
gonna go through and look for it right now.
You call him a bitch?
No. I said Benjamin. I didn't
Oh,
say
I thought he said. I
Benjamin.
thought he's like, bitch. I'm gonna go through the comments and find it where you said it.
Benjamin, I don't see your super chat here, man. I'm sorry if you did one and we missed it. I went all the way back and didn't see it, but we watched the movie 2 at gmail.com. I'll read it at the start of the next show. We never mean to miss them on purpose, but we're trying to host the show, and sometimes
we're talking about bathroom scenes, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Benjamin. I don't know.
Are you Benjamin for Wayne's World? No, I'm sorry we missed it, man. Just email it to me. We'll get it at the start of the next show. Clearly it's not on purpose. But Karate Kid. Oh yeah, dude, with the Karate Kid when he's trying to light the joint.
Oh yeah,
and
when
he puts the thing over the thing.
Which is definitely what Johnny Lawrence was referencing. He was the bully.
Yeah. Oh, Michelle S. That's a good one. Hostel. Hostel ends in a bathroom scene when he walks in and he slits the dude's throat. I was like cheering at that scene. I was like, that guy gets what he fucking deserves.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I watched that. Yeah,
that was a fucking good one for sure. Oh, Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber, Iron Wolf, when he's like, oh god. when he fixes the shit with X-Lac, then he stops up her toilet in Dumb and Dumber.
Well, even that one, or Dumb and Dumber again has another bathroom scene, and he was like, "Go to a happy place, go to a happy place."
Sea bass. That's a fucking good one too. Vinny says Weird Science had a few great bathroom scenes, including Float and Air Biscuit. If you got a fart, if you could squeeze cheese.
Well, no, Vinny, I mentioned the Wyatt one, and when he walked into the stall, he was like, "Well, I'll be goddamn. He don't even have a license, Lisa."
It's dude, we watched a movie, the number 2 at gmail.com. It's in the actually in the description of all the videos. If you guys,
you know what, honestly, I would love to have Anthony Michael Hall on, because I don't know if I would talk more about like his upcoming role in Halloween Kills, or if I would just talk about The Breakfast Club and fucking Weird Science. Like 100%. I might even focus on Weird Science.
He'd be a fun guest though.
Dude, he seems like such a awesome dude, because I've seen when he went to a convention and they had the Weird Science reunion, and it was him, the guy that played Wyatt, and the hot chick. I can't remember her name. The hot chick she was like, fucking geeks. And then Wyatt, like the guy that played Wyatt, was like, have you guys ever heard of a Commodore 64? He just didn't seem like he was really into it, but man, Anthony Michael Hall was like into it. Like all those fucking questions, he was like, yeah, you know, like it was cool, man. I would love to talk to that guy about that.
Yeah. I have you ever had a scary moment in a bathroom yourself? Switching topics a little bit here, because I think we've gone through a lot of the great ones.
Well, like as far as like a moment where I felt like I was gonna have to plunge my face because I kissed a man or my butthole was violated. No, but I did have a scary moment where there was no toilet paper. No, actually, okay, the scariest moment that happened when I was with my ex-wife, aka Skeletor, from Snake Mountain. We were driving back from Tennessee, and I had drank tequila all fucking night before, and I had the shits like no other. Like,
yeah, is that what you did? Is that what happened?
It happened.
Is it?
Sorry.
No, it did. Yeah, I was coming back, and I had the shit so bad. And we stopped at a Crystal. And I ran into the Crystal. They had no TP. I had to shit so fucking bad, guys. Like it was like a goddamn graboid trying to come out of my asshole. Like it was trying to bite through the walls. And I sat down on the toilet and I looked over and I noticed there was no TP, like at all. And I mean, I didn't even like try to wrap anything. I had shit so bad I would have caught a disease. I don't care. But there was no TP. So I jerked my pants back up and I ran out the fucking bathroom. And there was like a hill, and there was a McDonald's like down the hill. So I like kind of walked all the way down. I'm hungover as fuck, dude. I don't know how I didn't roll. And my ex-wife's dad's walking the dog or something, because they took their dog with them, and he's like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I gotta go check on something." And then I ran down the hill. I didn't trip. I got down there. And thank God they had toilet paper in the bathroom in the McDonald's, but and there was nobody in it. So I unloaded. I unleashed hell. I felt like in Gladiator, on my command, unleash hell. I felt like that.
When you get that free bathroom finally after an episode like that, you really just let it go. It's the best feeling
I
ever.
mean, there was no holding back. Like it was a fatality after fatality. My butthole was erupting. It was like a Yosemite. And fucking this guy walked in, this janitor, and this is where it got. Well, the scary part was the toilet paper not being in Crystal. But what's scary was like this dude. It was stupid to be scared. This janitor walked in. And I knew it was a janitor because I could see his overall. Like I could see, like, Michael Myers, like I see his shoes, and like I knew he was a janitor, and he was like rolling a cart, and he's like, and he was singing some song. He was like, "I'm like, whoa," and then he smelled like that shit was like a fucking onslaught of poison, dude. And he walked right into this cloud of poop that I was letting go, and he was like, woo. He's like, somebody had a rough night. God damn. Or something. He was like, I'm glad I put extra toilet paper in there tonight. In a way, yeah. I could hear the cart. And he walked back and he went out. But I had this terrifying moment because I was laughing too. And I kind of clenched my butt cheeks together because I was like, I can't let it go any further. And then when he left, I was like, I just unloaded the rest of my arsenal. And then I got up and I was like, I was afraid, dude. He had gone to the front and told all those workers, this motherfucker went back there and this goddamn guy.
He laid it out, buddy.
He
I'll
literally
tell you.
shit poison. He put poison in the toilet
Put it out
and we're
there.
going to have to evacuate the buildings. We're going to have to evacuate the buildings because that motherfucker launched mustard gas. I wiped my butt. And I ran right out the fucking door. And dude, I did one of those fucking fast walks too, where it was obvious. It was like, and I didn't look at nobody. And I went left out the door and I ran back up the hill. And I'm like, wow, that was crazy. I just ate my whole lunch in there while you guys were dicking around. I didn't poop. Because ex-slut wife was like, did you go to the bathroom? Like, you crazy. I was like, no, I went down there because I don't like Crystal. I think they're overrated. I went down there to get myself a fucking cheeseburger meal. I was in there for 20 minutes, dude.
I have way too many bathroom stories. But I think that the most worst of all of them. Joshua Tabak, by the way, says Liar Liar, Grandma's Boy, or Coming to America. The Grandma's Boy so because he gets caught jerking off to that fucking doll.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one.
Oh!
God damn.
Those are good. But this is embarrassing to tell, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. When I was like, I don't know how old I must have been, like 10. I was maybe 10 years old, and there's a park that was close to the house I grew up in. It was like half a mile from my house, and I always walk there by myself to play basketball or whatever. But they also had a bunch of Little League baseball games. So I'm down there one time, and I'm playing basketball, and they had like tons of people there for like Little League games or whatever. And dude, you know when you get hit with it, you're like, oh, this one's fucking serious.
Oh yeah, the baseball.
No, when you got to poop instantly, and like, there's no time.
Yeah.
There's no time. I'm a half a mile walk from
Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of pooping you.
You're like just shooting ball, you know. You're having a
that's
good
the
time,
worst.
and all of a sudden it's like, oh, fuck. You know,
And then the other people that smell it when you fart, they're like,
yeah.
he got farts.
I gotta go. I gotta go now. So I run and I scurry down the little hills and I get in the bathroom, dude. And it was coming. It was coming this way or no way, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it was coming out. There was no time. There was no God be with us all. It was one of those, God be with all of us. And there's someone in the stall. There's one stall, the entire park. There's a dude in it. Outside of the walls of this small bathroom, in the middle of nowhere, there's hundreds of people watching their kids play games.
How much were you sweating?
Dude, it hurt really bad.
Yeah.
And
Like,
again,
you go, get the fuck out the bathroom.
And I want to reiterate, I was like 10 years old, and I had bad decision-making abilities, and I didn't know what to fucking do, dude. So the dude was in there, and I was like, oh. I gotta do something. It's coming. I gotta do something.
No, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just gonna say it the way you were going. Oh, if you were 10 years old, it would make sense. It's like you saw like you were doing the back song for "Baby No More Crying." I get so excited.
Yeah, no,
You're like, oh.
but dude, it was. I mean, it was gonna come out hell or high water. So it was quick decision. Quick decision time. I didn't know what else to do, dude. So like, there's no one else in the bathroom, and it was gonna come out. And basically at that point, it was either gonna. And again, I'm 10 years old. It was going to come out in my pants, or it was going to come out on the floor.
This happened yesterday, didn't it?
I walked up next to the urinal, dude, and I just pulled down my pants, and I dropped a loaf.
So you're the motherfucker.
I dropped a loaf right there on the fucking floor, dude. Like, right,
Hey.
and I pulled up my pants, and I just fucking ran away. I didn't even clean it. I just ran the fuck away.
And this is a rare occasion. You never get to talk to urinal turdators. Because, I mean, there are certain bathrooms you walk into, especially in high school, and you just see this big, fresh fucking turd hanging out of a urinal off the edge, and you're like, who the fuck could do it? You're the kind of guy that can do it. And it's like, how do you do it though? I mean, I understand you pop the squat, but I guess when you were 10 years old, you were small enough to fit, and that the urinal wall like created some kind of backspace.
Yeah, I mean, I just basically dropped it in the goddamn floor. It didn't have to be against the wall. Could have been in the middle of the floor. Could have been anywhere. I mean, I at least should have had the respect to sit my asshole in the trash can and drop it in there. But I didn't. Like, it was go time. I didn't have any thoughts. I can't remember if the trash can had a cover on it, if it was a weird situation. I don't know what to do. I know everyone's judging me right now, but I'm 10 years old. I'm about to shit my pants, and it's either going in my pants or it's going on this concrete floor.
When I was like,
probably should have cleaned it afterwards.
When I was 6 years old, I shit in a bucket in the middle of the grass in front of oncoming it wasn't oncoming traffic, but we had this house that I used to live in, and there was cars that passed by, and I took a shit in a bucket in front of everybody. I had my little pee out, and I bent over a fucking bucket, and I shit in it. I took a dump in a bucket. So I can't blame you. At 10 years old, you do weird things.
But that's what I did.
But that's what you wonder, man, when you walk into a bathroom nowadays and you're a grown adult and you see a turd just like, fucking chilling out of the urinal, and it's just hanging there, and you're like, was it a 10-year-old kid that really had to go poop, or was it some homeless hobo that fucking walked in there and took a dump? I'll never know. Yeah, dude.
Crazy bathrooms. I've also had sex in multiple bathrooms in public locations.
Thank God they weren't in the urinal that you took a shit in right after.
No, they're not the same. Definitely different time in my life.
I once got busy on a Burger King bathroom. I'm crazy. Allow me to amaze you.
I had sex.
They say I'm ugly, but it just don't face me.
In the Walmart family bathroom one time, and there was a family knocking on the door to try to get inside. There's some guilt that goes along with that. Like, they probably had some 2-year-old that had to shit his pants in the floor of a urinal somewhere.
Well, you had to like march your soldiers into her vagina.
You gotta get it done.
It was at war. You were at war with her vagina, and your cannon was pumping out the ammunition. So anyway, there's a lot of great bathroom scenes in movies, and we've got weird stories about bathrooms too. I think we all do.
Zachary Bloom said, if pooping on the concrete is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard. Continue.
We got plenty of bathroom stories, but we don't have enough time to share all of them.
Dude, I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one really quick.
Give it to me.
And that was even.
Tell me your bathroom poopy stories, and tell me them quickly before the fog rolls in, because I need them. I do.
You have chosen poorly. No, I wasn't firsthand on this, but Mike knows. The funniest thing, I'm not gonna go into extreme details.
You made me cry, dude.
I'm not gonna go into extreme details, but there was a dude that we knew back in the day, and dude, it makes me fucking laugh thinking about it, dude. My brother actually knew him, and this motherfucker was in a stall in Walmart, and he was breaking open he's breaking open CDs. And this guy, we went to high school with him, so we don't know who he is, but he was breaking open CDs and DVDs and shit like that. And he was a little thief. He's a little fucking asshole. And Cody, my
I
brother.
I like that you try to pretend that you're not talking about me right now. I appreciate I appreciate that you tried to shield me from this. But it was me. It was
true.
Jay.
All of it.
It was me.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. It was fucking Mike. I didn't want to be an asshole about it and like fucking be like, oh yeah, Mike used to be a thief. But
I was a 17-year-old punk kid with no money, and I wanted a goddamn price.
Anyway,
okay?
I was just trying to help you out. I made up a fucking friend that we used to hang out in high school. But goddamn, way to fucking take a shit in my fucking inflated balloon. But anyway, Cody and Mike were hanging out at Walmart, and they were like, Mike was like, dude, Mike was like some kind of, that fucking beginning of Aladdin. He's like, buy a lamb, make it me. I will give you a free. Like, he was like that dude. Like, he'll fucking, like, he'll steal you something and give you something. And Cody was like, yeah, man, I want that CD. or that DVD or whatever. Mike literally went to the bathroom and asked Cody to be a lookout in the Walmart bathroom. Well, they both were in separate stalls together, and so Mike is opening up the plastic to get the fucking CD out of the plastic case to put it in his back pocket and walk out the front door. Cody's supposed to be the lookout. From what I understand, Cody thought it'd be funny. He'd be like, "I just left, bro. I just left." And he's like,
he was supposed to be a lookout.
"What the
I
funniest
just hear
thing
the
was,
fucking door closed and he's gone."
But what the funniest thing was that he told me was the fact that he could see your feet under the stall and they go like, and you can hear the plastic unwrapping, like, and then he's like, dude, every time anybody walked in here, so the plastic would be like, and then like, somebody walk in, they'd be like, when they left. And then he's like, dude, when Mike walked out and he was like, dude, what the fuck did you leave me for? Here, dude, I got your goddamn movie and I got your fucking music CD. But he's like, Mike had also stolen like a fucking license plate. He pulled out a fucking pair of women's boots or like whatever. Like there was all sorts of crazy shit in his pants. Dude, I died every time I heard that story. It was the funniest thing because I could see Mike, because you could see just his feet and going, and he's trying to work with that plastic wrapper and that plastic case, and then somebody walks in, he's like, and he's like it's like that Austin Powers moment when he stops peeing and then he keeps going.
Because at Walmart when you did that, you had to get the CD out because they had the thing that would go off at the door, so you had to take the CD out. But I was smart, dude. When I did it, and this is a very very long time ago. But when I did it, if I did it with a DVD, I would still take the cover of the DVD out.
Yeah,
I would take the cover of the DVD out and fold it and put it in my pocket, and then I would go and I would buy blank DVDs and I would just put the sleeve in it, and I'm like, I got the whole thing. Fuck you, Walmart.
I swear to God, dude. If you heard it, like, dude, the secondhand story is so fucking good because the way that Cody describes your feet doing like this shit, and then you getting so goddamn mad when you came out in the parking lot, it's like, well, dude, if you want to do it next time, just steal yourself. Like he was so pissed off that Cody had left him.
Yeah, dude.
To commit fucking larceny.
I went through a fucking shoplift phase at Walmart. I really did. I was like, I need this and I can't afford it. I'm on thank you.
You know, honestly, I never thought it was a big deal. I mean, don't steal. We're not encouraging.
No, I saw a guy get arrested yesterday.
But it's Walmart. It's fucking Walmart, dude.
I saw him get a dude. Me and Ellie were walking in, and I saw a dude in handcuffs, and his girlfriend. He was like, "Light me a cigarette, because I know I'm not gonna get one for like hours."
You know what's funny though? It's like you and Cody
poking it with his handcuffs on. I was like, "Man, you should have been better at it." I got away with that.
You and Cody were trying to pull off like Ocean's 11 before Ocean's 11 happened at Walmart. You were trying to pull off the biggest heist you could.
I couldn't find a good goddamn team though. It was all me. Everybody just kept leaving me. They're like, like Cody just like fucking walked out. All he had to do was turn on.
Well, you never asked me.
The only job he had was to turn on the fucking sink if someone walked in. Instead, I'm in there. I'm a man alone.
He decided, and I don't think I would have blamed him, and I don't think you would have blamed him if you were the opposite. What was funnier? To be your lookout or to fucking have you suffer and fucking hear your story? Like, dude, what the fuck?
That's a good point. At least I didn't get busted. I guess at
no,
least
you
I
didn't
still
get
got away with it.
And by the way, again, we're not saying steal, but I mean, it's not like Mike or anybody else. They weren't robbing a goddamn mom and pa shop or some shit. And by the way, you fucked that up so bad because I was really trying to like not like put you in
again. I think you said it perfectly. I've never stolen a single thing from a human being, but yeah, I went through a phase there, and like when I was like 16, 17, when I was like, I can't afford this, and I fucking want it. So I'm gonna see if I was like, fuck the man. It's not my fault. I can't buy this goddamn CD.
Yeah, there was a point there. Mike was like fucking Lydia from fucking Beetlejuice. Fucking what are they called? A kleptomaniac. He's like, got it, need it, got it, need it, got it. Yeah, that's mine.
Well,
no charge, bitch. 5-finger discount ho.
You get to a point where you're like, I want to see what I can get away with. Like, what can I get away with? And like, then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're like, you're the guy that Bruce Wayne runs into in Batman Begins when he's stealing his own TVs. You're like at the back of a truck, load of stuff. I'm kidding, that didn't happen, but yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. It was part of my life.
I mean, I'm just trying to save face.
I know you were. I appreciate
no, I'm a liar, but everything else I say is true.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the attempt.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna fucking goddamn rocket launch my butthole right when I was lying about it.
If it was 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, Trey, stop.
Well, no, I mean, dude, all you gotta say is like, you can give me, do like this. Next time, do this. Look, when I'm telling a story you don't want, do this.
that was me, dude. When I heard Cody close the door and leave, I was like, you look like a judgmental parent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do that, and then I'll know. Like, hey, you don't have to lie.
Oh shit. Oh, so that's our live stream tonight, guys. We hope you had fun.
We've been experimenting with the cameras. I know, like, if we do one more fucking zoom in, they're gonna rename this live stream a Sergey Leone fucking film. Spaghetti Western. Hey, guy, you had me at spaghetti.
Oh yeah, good fucking times, man. Good times. I had fun tonight, and I had fun back in those days.
Hey man, I put the new battery in too, like the one that came, like the one I bought off Amazon. It lasted all this fucking time. This little piece of black turd shit that came with the camera that you gave me.
It's old, dude. We used that for like 20 goddamn years.
This is 35 minutes and it says fuck.
We used that like in 2010.
I know, but this is the sound that it makes when it goes out. It goes, oh,
shit.
Oh, do it like that. Do it slow.
No. Do it slow. Do it sexy. Yeah. Oh, we missed the super chat apparently. I'm gonna try to go get that. Benjamin Loy says American History X is the best bathroom scene ever. Hands down.
That's a good one.
You mentioned that Keanu Reeves never played a cosmic hero, but Constantine, a comic book hero, but Constantine is. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I just meant true. Hey, dude, what do you think about this? By the way, I think you were taking a pee. What about Keanu Reeves as Gambit?
I like it, and the guy doesn't age, but he's too old.
No, he's not. Dude, he looks like he's 12.
I hope he comes in. If he were a Gambit, he would drop into the X mention and he'd be like, "Your team is most triumphant, but my totally awesome friend Bill and I have got to get back to the future. Later."
Later, mon ami. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got a Jack.
Somebody killed my dog. I'm gonna totally get revenge.
Why don't you like me, Rogue? God. Anyways,
it sounds like Napoleon Dynamite. hey, Rogue, come get your food, you fat cow. Why don't you touch me? Why don't you touch me, Gambit? Because I'll do whatever I feel like, idiot.
This is fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Cheers to you. We'll see you guys again Friday night, but we'll have a video up tomorrow. And you know what? Wear protection. Wear protection. And
absolutely. Put it on your head and your wiener.
Yeah, and don't shoplift from Walmart because you'll grow up to be a shitty YouTuber.
Yeah, and don't be a friend that sticks up for your friend and tries to lie on a live stream because your other friend will call you out.
It's true. It's true. I'm honest Abe. I've never listen. She fucking.
I feel like we're having phone sex. I don't like it.
Good night.
That's the nastiest thing I've ever fucking seen. And I saw a fucking rapey movie called Barda.
Good night.
Hey, zoom that shit back.
Good night.